Ah, yeah, buddy. Is it frozen? It's working. Okay. Fuck this. My other computer's such a piece of shit. Fuck this computer. All right. Well, there we go. That's my intro. There you go. We got Chiefs versus Bills, baby. The shootout. Here it is. We thought maybe all year long, even before the before the season started, during the off season, that this could be the big bad matchup. And here we do have it. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, I know I've streamed. You know, I had that stream earlier. What's up, Floppy? Thanks for stopping by during that stream and hanging out. I had a good time talking to you today. But yeah, you know, it was interesting to see. I streamed this game for the 2021 season, Chiefs versus Bills divisional round, and it was a very interesting thing for me to listen, because I really did listen to that whole thing when I had it live. Like, I spent that time listening to myself, and I kind of liked the play-by-play was good. Like, the play-by-play was really good. Now, I'm not going to do every play. I'm going to try to balance it out. Fun talking points, sports news, and also keeping track of the game. So we're going to try to get back to that a little bit. It's going to try to get back a little more to what those old streams were like. Now, some of my behavior on those old streams was a little too much, but that was just, you know, signs of immaturity. I think I had things going on in my life at those times. You know, I don't think I was very happy in my marriage. I wasn't happy with my career. I wasn't happy with my state of mind, my goals, my mentality. And, but yeah, it was good, man. It was interesting to hear. It was interesting to hear how I used to do things. And one of the ways I used to do things a little bit better is shut the fuck up about myself and get into the fucking game and stuff. So, let's start doing some digging here. Now, I know we have had some issues with my go-to website, the good old Sports Pro Football Reference. Wonderful site, absolutely incredible. But the thing between these two, yeah, here we go. There's the NFL on CBS, baby. There it is. Yeah, this game is on CBS. Let's go. Woo. Yep. Please stand for the national anthem of the AFC. Because CBS has all the AFC games usually. It's our national. This is my national anthem, bro. Fuck. What was it? Oh, say, can you suck, dude? Nah, shit, dude. I'm kidding. That's horrible. I don't want to disrespect the flag like that. When I was driving home today from my parents' house, I was kind of thinking, like, the right wing is kind of badass. Like, it is just like I was listening to some AC/DC and I was thinking about like a big truck driving through some mud with some guns. And I was like, that shit's all right. I'm feeling it, man. American flag. The flag was still standing, you know. The only good thing about CBS, probably, yeah. I like Romo. I like Tony Romo. He says some savage shit, and I think he does call out some leftist shit. I like Tony. He said something recently that was a little gamey that we would like here at Wacky Wisdom Sports. He would fit in. But let me think. What else? I think Kevin Harlan's on CBS. Kevin Harlan is on CBS. I don't know if Kevin Harlan's on the radio feed. I really need to find a radio feed that's behind the game and behind me so that we can like watch it, react to it, and then hear what the radio says. It worked well for the Browns and Jim Donovan, but you know, here in Cleveland, we have Jim Donovan. He's our guy. But anyways, let's analyze these two teams here. Let's do a breakdown. I stopped doing these breakdowns. I don't even do them for our pick show anymore. I think ever since this website stopped working for me, I've just been so upset. Honestly, every time I want to start breaking down the teams, I'm like, I don't even want to break down the teams because it's just going to slow down my internet. I'm just going to get fucking pissed off. But let's do it. At least fucking try. All right, Bills were 11-6. They won their wild card game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I tell you what, they controlled that game, but the Pittsburgh Steelers were in it, man. Cold game. It is Pittsburgh. It was a slow burn. They took care of, the Steelers really never had a chance, but they were alive in that game for most of the game. What's up, Blue City Empire Sports? Yeah, who do I have going to the Super Bowl? That's a good question. I would probably have to do some more analyzing and looking into things and feeling things out to make an educated opinion on that. But so the Ravens, who has a better chance, are you saying? Because the Lions will play the 49ers and the Ravens will play the winner of this game. So both the Lions could go. Both the Lions and Ravens could face each other in the Super Bowl. So that could happen. I do think the winner of this game will beat the Ravens. I just have a sneaking suspicion. Something about these two teams. This is the kind of game that in the divisional round, the team that wins this one goes on to the Super Bowl. It's just that tough of a game, man. It's just that brutal of a game. Like, these are the two elite teams come into the season. Everybody was saying Kansas City, Buffalo, and Cincinnati. Cincinnati fell off. So, and then the, Bills and Chiefs had their moments. They had their moments where they didn't look so great this year. But they both turned things around. And then that's kind of what we're going to see here. So I think the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl and beats the Ravens. And then I'm sorry, Detroit. I've watched NFL my whole life. I know how this fucking story goes. Y'all ain't going to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. I'd love it. Let me be wrong. Yeah, Bills-Lions would be fun. Bills-Lions would be excellent because no matter who wins, a suffering fan base is going to get a boost in the arm. And we're not talking about some, globalist agenda, New World Order stuff that they're trying to jab you with. No, we're talking about a good shot in the arm, man. And we all need a good shot in the arm sometimes. So either way, somebody's going to be real happy. But I've seen the story. And the team that is the 49ers, in the 49ers, spot, that big, bad, dangerous team, that team tends to beat the come from behind. They used to be shitty, and here they are. I mean, one of the best references I can think of is 2016, right? Maybe Patriots versus Jacksonville Jaguars in the AFC Championship. That was either 2015 or 2016 season. I can't remember. I did a lot of drugs and alcohol back then. See, I couldn't tell you. I'm not the one to ask that memory shit. No, I remember a lot of stuff. I think I'm right on that one. It was either 15 or 16. But yeah, Jacksonville put together a great team. Leonard Fournette, Allen Robinson, Allen Hurns, Blake Bortles at quarterback, and then a great defense with Jalen Ramsey and some dogs. So, I mean, but they were the shit team for most years. Yeah, maybe Byron Leftwich and David Garrard and Fred Taylor and Keenan McCardle maybe gave him a couple of good years there in Jacksonville. But for the most part, that is a suffering fan base. Ravens versus Lions. That would be a good one. I would like that. Then that would be the opposite of what I'm saying. So that would be the opposite of my prediction. So you should probably bet on it. Because usually when it comes to playoff football, whatever I say does not happen. All right, we have the start of the game here. Let's get it going. We got Josh Allen trotting out there, quarterback of the Bills. What's going on here? Why am I not getting any love in the algorithm? Where are the people? What's going on? Come on, I saw Tom Grossi getting 13K views every 3 minutes. He goes, and we got 13K views. Look at all my views. Look at all my views. And poor Gil Ambrose out here, who I listened to a stream of mine from 2 years ago, and I listened to 30 minutes of Tom today, and I'm fucking better than him, dude. I'm just going to fucking say it. I'm not going to be naive and just be the guy that sits in the corner that feels bad for himself. No, I am fucking better. My streams are fucking better. I like Tom, though, and a shout out to Tom. He does do a great job. If there is any sports streamer that is on my level, it's Tom. All right, but yeah, oh shit, already a fumble. The Goose gets loose, and it gets poked out of bounds by the Bills. Oh man, we already got a loose Goose out here. Let me do an audio check to make sure we got all the proper shit going here. Is my mic coming in good? Are we good? Yes, we're all good. All right, all right. I'm going to take these things out of my ear as we are not playing any background music for the time being. But yeah, there you go. The Goose got loose early. And luckily for Buffalo, they were able to poke that thing out of bounds. I may have some intermittent issues in my live feed. I do currently have my daughter, and she is currently watching the Powerpuff Girls on my other laptop, which I would usually use to see the game big and just have it going smooth. So I got to put it on my old ass Chromebook that's already getting my audio feed. So it might be a little choppy. All right, 2nd and 13 here. Josh Allen in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. He is an excellent quarterback, and he finds Stephon Diggs a laser. Diggs holds on after getting smacked. And I tell you what, Diggs must be made of fucking steel or something. Is he the fucking Tin Man? Does a bear shit in the woods? Does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock? My goodness. I think Diggs has a sheet metal cock. You know what? That was incomplete. That ball was incomplete. No good, actually. Oh, I was wrong. Number 21 just put a lick on Stephon Diggs, and he could not hold on to that thing. So it'll be 3rd and 17, injured player timeout. Let's see. Blue City says there was a reporter on Las Vegas say he heard that it's going to be 49ers versus Ravens in the Super Bowl. Imagine if that's true. So that is the probably the most likely outcome based on what we saw the Ravens do against the Texans. Yeah, the Texans were one of those teams. Did they really deserve to be there? Kind of, maybe. No one really thought they were going to be this far. It's a bunch of rookies who have never been in that situation. Meanwhile, Baltimore has plenty of guys, including the quarterback, Lamar Jackson himself, who have been in that situation. So, you take that, you have that in mind. You have in mind that the Ravens have been more consistent than both the Bills and Chiefs this year. If you can shut down Lamar Jackson, though, if you can find a way to shut him down, I played high school football. High school football, you have to learn how to stop triple option and rushing quarterbacks and that kind of thing. So you got to have you got to have a guy that his job is to tackle the quarterback. I remember when I was in high school, our defense, we would say, hey, I don't care if the quarterback has the ball or not. Your job is to fucking tackle the quarterback. Your job is I don't care about anything you do. Like maybe it'd be a linebacker or safety, but it would be their job to take out the quarterback, whether he had the ball or not. And that's kind of what you have to do against the Ravens. Now, what that does is open up the middle a little bit. When you run those zone reads, and you're looking to either give the ball up the middle to your running back or Lamar keep and bump to the outside, it opens things up a lot because you do have a linebacker that's worried about Lamar Jackson. The thing is, the Ravens don't have an uber talented running back that can take advantage of that and burst it for deep runs. Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, yes, they're good running backs, but they're just not going to tear you up. They might tear you up 20 carries, 4 yards per carry, 90 yards, something like that. But they're not going to go 20 carries for 160 and shit on you. Now, I could be wrong. Anything's possible. But probability-wise, what I'm saying is pretty true here. What's up, Luke? What's up? 150? $150 for a desktop? Huh. Is it like used though? Anyways, here goes Allen on 3rd and 17. He's past the line of scrimmage and he threw the ball, but he threw it behind himself and his back caught it and ran for a first down. What a play by Josh Allen. And you are starting to see the new age of the NFL. This kind of stuff. Kansas City does do it sometimes. Travis Kelce, you know how he will catch the ball, sometimes a little hook and ladder type action. And that time's Mahomes or Allen running downfield with the ball past the line of scrimmage, throws it. It was not a toss behind or anything, but it was backwards. But he threw it like a pass. It almost looked like it was a flag at first, but that is debatable, actually. But it actually ended up being 4th and 1. Allen going to take it quickly. You know what? Looking at that replay, I think that could have been an optical illusion. I think Allen may have thrown the ball forward, but because he was running, it looked like the ball was thrown behind him. By the time the ball got to the receiver, Allen was past it. I think he did. That was a forward pass, fellas. So Chiefs fans probably upset about that. Weed and pizza. That's the way to do it. Is it like a used desktop, though? Because I don't know about a used desktop. I guess I could try it for $150. It might be worth the risk. Run play for the Bills, and they're just having trouble tonight with the goose. It is loose again on the ground. They're saying the running back was down, though. The goose is getting loose. I mean, they're in Buffalo. It's cold. Let's look. Cook was he down? That's close, man. Again for the Bills. Let's see. Oh, my God. Cook was, oh, man, that elbow. I'm going to need like 3 more angles to decide whether or not he fumbled that. The arm is down. The arm is down. I would say the elbow was down. Cook's all good there. That'll set up a 2nd and 7 for Allen. He will go play action. He's got a clean pocket here. Now he's going to have to run around a little bit. He'll take it for himself and slide at the feet of a linebacker. Oh. Sometimes we've seen Josh Allen as a guy who does want the smoke. That time, Josh Allen did not want the smoke. Speaking of weed. But anyways, yeah, for the struggles that these two teams had, the Buffalo Bills all season long, even when their record was sketchy to the point where people were questioning whether they were going to make the playoffs or not, they still had a top 5 SRS. And if you're new to the show, you might not know what the SRS is. I'm going to explain it for the 1000th time as Allen completes a pass on 3rd and 4 downfield to the young Dalton Kincaid, the tight end. I believe they invested a 2nd-round draft pick on him, and boy, he has paid dividends for them. Was he a 2nd-rounder or the end of the 1st? I can't remember, but he was an early pick. He was up there on the board. Allen checks down to his back. It's going to get 6. And boy, when you can check down your back and get 6 or 7, it just feels good. You're humming at that point. But yeah, the SRS is a simple rating system. It takes into the account 2 things. The point differential of each game you play. So say you win 21-10, you have won by 11 points. Takes into account that as well as the strength of schedule. So how good was your opponent and how many points did you beat them by? And it spits out an average that grades your team on a point scale where 0 is average. So the Bills would be expected to beat an average team by 6.47 points. That's pretty good. Average teams aren't bad. They're competitive. That's good for 4th in the NFL. And it was like that all season. It wasn't like they had a late run and beat the shit out of somebody and jacked up their number, which does happen. If you beat the hell out of a really good football team the last game of the season, it's going to inflate your number. So this is not a perfect number, but I'll tell you what, look at this number and look at the spread that Vegas and the sports books put out every week for these games. And you will see a lot of times it's the difference of the 2 teams' SRS. That's why I talk about this shit. So for anyone new, I know for everybody else, it sounds like I'm beating a dead horse. What I should do is just only explain it if somebody in here really wants me to explain it. But anyways, yeah, Bills at 4, Kansas City. Let's see, where were they at? I do believe they were lower. Not by much. They were 7th in the NFL at 3.75. So what was the spread in this game, guys? What's 6 minus 3? It's about 3 points. The spread in this game was Buffalo, 2.5. Buffalo has the 3-point advantage in the SRS. So, I mean, it's not crazy. It's really not crazy. to be obsessed with this number. I love this number. This is if you're going to look at one thing, look at this. This is like the number one thing you should look at when you're looking at a football team is the SRS. I will die on that fucking hill. The Chiefs this year were not actually known for their explosive offense. In fact, they had the second best defense in points allowed. I'm not obsessed with using points against or points allowed as a measurement of your overall defense. So I can't really sit here and say they have the second best defense in the league just because they had the best points against. Got to look at yardage and turnovers and other factors. But if you're only allowing 17 points per game, you've got an elite defense. You've got a great defense. All right, well, Buffalo's still driving here at the 9-yard line now, but it is 3rd and 8, so let's check in with Josh Allen and see what he's got cooking. Alone in the shotgun, he'll take a deep drop. He'll step up, a clean pocket. He'll throw tipped at the line of scrimmage. Allen, with all that time, not being able to find anybody. There was a defender creeping on him at the very end of that. I mean, there was only a 3 or 4-man rush. It wasn't much of a rush. I mean, he could have rolled out. He had time to roll out. I guess he probably did see somebody open, though, and it got tipped at the line of scrimmage. So Buffalo will have to opt for the field goal, 27-yarder. Let me guess. I think he fucking made it, didn't he? Yep, it is good. Oh, he almost fucked it. He almost fucked that one. There you go, 3-0. Buffalo looking crisp and good on offense. But the Chiefs did give them a little bit of hard-nosed, hard-hitting football on that first drive. So danger. We'll see. That drive didn't sell me. I currently have some money to play with. Not really. I was down. I bet on the Sean Strickland late last night, and I lost. I'm not a big UFC fan, but if you bet on it and watch it, it's pretty goddamn fun. It's really entertaining. And I don't really understand it, and my brain doesn't process like the fighting that well. Like, I don't really see what's actually like happening. Like, did he hit that guy or not? I can't tell. You can tell when their faces start getting fucked up. And this dude, what was his name? Luca Duplessis or something? Duplessis' face was all fucked up in like the 3rd round, by the 3rd round. And Strickland was fine. Strickland wasn't even sitting down between periods. He was straight. I will say this. The dude kept saying for Depasi or whatever the fuck the dude's name was, South African fighter. His coach kept saying he's tired in reference to Sean Strickland. And even though Sean Strickland didn't really appear to look tired, perhaps maybe he could see something coming out. At some point, he saw something in Strickland. And that sport right there, that comes down to how fucking well did you sleep last night? Honestly. Duplessis. Yeah, Duplessis. Thank you, Polly. Duplessis. I'm probably not saying his name right. That's okay. At least we're a little bit closer now. So, his coach is telling him that Strickland's tired. I'm like, everyone else is like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was watching the streamer do it, and he was like, what is this guy talking about? And, it was a very, very close split decision. One person had Strickland winning by 1 point, and the other 2 guys had Duplessis winning by 1 point. I feel like at that point, if it's split like that and that close, like that's not enough to decide a winner. I thought Strickland kind of won, to be honest. I thought he punched him more in the face, which he statistically literally punched him a lot more in the fucking face. And the dude looked fucked up. So like if they kept going, like who would I thought they score it like at the end of the fight, they say, okay, if we did have more rounds, if these guys were trying to actually like kill each other, who would live, who would survive? And I would say Strickland. And yeah, the South African dude did have some good takedowns, but they were worthless. He couldn't do anything with them. Strickland would just get right out of it. So like, what is that even? And they weren't hard takedowns or anything. So I just don't. So you have to weigh that though. They factor that in. Like eventually that dude just wasn't going to be able to see because he got punched in the face so many darn times. Do you want to say hi? Yeah. All right, come on. You want to say hi to the people? Yeah. We're not really hitting the algorithm tonight, so I don't think there's a whole lot of people, but that's okay. We're going to keep doing it until we're up there, huh? I'm going to stop complaining about not getting views. I'm just going to keep doing it the best I can do it. Eventually, people are going to figure the fuck out. What? What's that? Is that Patrick Mahomes? I'm wearing his jersey, but I'm kind of rooting for Buffalo. I'm going to get in on this game at some point. But anyways, okay, you have to be quiet if you're gonna say hi. You want to go? Yeah, go watch your show. You eating your mac and cheese? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I gave her 2 cookies. I gave her 2 cookies, so that because I can't really hang out with her too much. I mean, we're in a small apartment, so she's right there. I can see her, but. Interesting. So the champs don't lose by decision. I feel like they should have kept fighting at that point. But anyways, yeah, for the struggles that the Bills and Chiefs had this year, their SRS is still check out as top elite teams. So, oh damn, there goes Rashee Rice, who has really made himself the #1 wide receiver in this offense. And he catches the ball and runs down the field. What's up, Cameron? Cameron says hello, Lana. I mean, Vicky. Sorry, I got to use her stage name. I don't want to use her real name. Her stage name is Vicky Ambrose. It was supposed to be her. That was supposed to be her mom's stage name. I was gonna bring her on, but we never got to that, huh? Another zinger by Mahomes, first down that time. Mr. Pfizer with the first down. Hi, Vicky. Mr. Pfizer Swift with the first. Man, he was like Gronk level respect. And then he starts dating Taylor Swift. Look at her sitting in the stands like a fucking dork. Well, the Chiefs looking even better on offense so far with 2 big chunk plays, but we'll see if the Bills defense can change that. Run up the middle by Pacheco. It's a tough run. He's going to get about 6 yards. I don't have any pets. I used to have 2 cats when I lived with my baby mama. She ended up keeping them. At one point, I wanted my cat because we got cats before the baby was coming so that we would get used to taking care of something. And she wanted this one cat and I wanted the other one. And I'm like, fuck it. We'll get both these cats. We'll adopt both these cats and give them a home. And the one cat, her cat ended up being kind of a douchebag. He was kind of an asshole. He would like piss on stuff and paw at you. And he was okay though. I still loved him for who he was. But the other cat was mine. And I really loved that cat, the one that I picked out. And she basically said, no, the cat's been living with me long enough through this separation that I would like to keep the cat. And I got really pissed at her and got mad. And that was that. That was that. And then I kind of realized, like, fuck it. I live in a small apartment. The cats would smell anyways. Well, the Bills defense got to stop there on 2nd down. So here is a 3rd and 5. The first test of this drive for Mahomes. It's been smooth sailing so far. Mahomes single back in the shotgun will take it. Deep drop. A little bit of pressure. Throws downfield and it's broken up by Jackson. No good. Intended for the white boy, Justin Watson. White wide receivers matter. Don't forget, man. They matter, dude. White. WWLM. White wide receivers' lives matter. So the Kansas City Chiefs will be kicking a field goal now with Harrison Butker. Yeah, she'll come back in here at some point. Want to pop in? But yes, I will include her next time she walks in. She's probably going to go to sleep pretty soon, though, because she didn't nap today. And we're gonna try to get up nice and early tomorrow. The Bills, as far as their offense and defense goes, they did only allow 18 points per game. Now, keep in mind, they do play in Buffalo. I'm sure they got some shitty weather games that kind of helped this out a little bit, but that's still a great defense out there. And then they had the 6th ranked offense in points per game. I think we all know the players to watch. Unfortunately, my main player to watch in this game, I thought history was going to repeat itself with Gabe Davis. Absolute menace. Almost single-handedly giving the Bills that game back in 2021 season where he had like 200 yards. And yeah, I was calling that game. It was fun. He really popped on the map with that one. But Gabe Davis is injured, unfortunately. He had a pretty good season for the Buffalo Bills. 45 catches, 700 yards. He is a downfield threat. 16.6 yards per reception. Quite fantastic there. 7 touchdowns. So he was a key part of that offense. And this was an offense that spread the ball around. Outside of Stephon Diggs, 107 catches for 1,100 yards. You also had some other guys getting involved here. You had Dalton Kincaid, the rookie tight end who really popped off this year. I had him in fantasy. Yeah, the thing with me and Rhino is we're always doing streams. We're always doing streams, you know. I try to pop in and say hi when I can, but usually I'm streaming. I appreciate what he does, though. What's his first name again? I always forget. I don't get to pop in and listen to him that much because I'm always doing streams. But yeah, I saw he was doing he did like college basketball. It started at noon yesterday, and then I laid down in bed to watch that UFC fight, and he was streaming the Australian Open tennis, which I think is really cool. I think it's really cool to do that. I think I tried to do something like that at one point. Because that's fun when you have something that people aren't that into. And, you know, I'm not that into tennis, but to watch it and stream it and kind of gather together and give our opinions on what we're seeing, I think that's a good idea. Fuck, his name's on the tip of my tongue. Dang it. All right, well, 3-3 ball game. We got us an interesting one here already. It should be a tight battle, a lot of offense. The weather is not warm, obviously, in Buffalo. The weather is 24 degrees. But what we've seen over the last couple of years is elite passing offenses. 24 degrees ain't enough to slow it down. Keep them hands warm. Get the extra sticky stuff on the gloves. Whatever you got to do, man, they figure it out. But yeah, looking at the inactives, a couple of guys on defense. Taylor Rapp, they thought maybe he would play. Gabe Davis as well. So a big loss. You know, you lose your big play guy. Shakir, though. Shakir is a wide receiver who I forget where he was drafted. Not a big name guy at all coming out of the draft. Although he does, you know, he might be Tupac's cousin or some shit. He was drafted in the 5th round in 2022 out of Boise State. I do remember him as a prospect just because of the name Shakir. It's hard to forget. All right, 2nd and 4 for Buffalo. Let's check in with this one. Allen takes the snap, will throw quickly into the slot. He has Shakir, speak of the man, running for a first down. Let's see. His yards per catch was 15.7. So that's good. So he can step into that role for Gabriel Davis. He put up very similar stats. So they should be all right. You kind of just look at the depth chart. If Gabe Davis is gone. Shakir steps into that role. And then your wide receiver 3 is kind of a question. You've seen this Deontay Hardy guy make plays in the NFL. You've seen Trent Sherfield make plays in the NFL. So we will have to see. I would imagine a lot of 2 tight ends looks, as Dawson Knox, last year's starting tight end, was still involved in the offense this year. Only a tiny bit though. No, he was, I feel like he was on the field for 2 tight end sets, but they did not pass him the ball. I feel bad for Dawson Knox. He was kind of an up and coming tight end. People thought he was going to be Allen's tight end moving forward. And then they draft this dude early, Kincaid. Yeah. 2 straight years of 500 yards, which is good for a tight end in this offense because you've got Gabe Davis and Diggs conjuring up most of the attention. Run play for Johnson. New guy, fresh legs in there. I haven't seen much of him. Who is this dude? Johnson? Is that Duke? No, it's not Duke Johnson. I think Duke Johnson's retired. I'm a Browns fan, so of course I see Johnson. Oh, it's Ty Johnson. Yeah, he was a New York Jet. He's made some plays. Not bad. They also have Latavius Murray on the roster. They kind of switch up the running backs, although James Cook did have he only had 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen is kind of the red zone touchdown guy. So yeah, you see the passing with this team, as Johnson does have a first down right there. You see the rushing and the passing with this team. So Allen averaged 253 per game, which, the way teams are passing nowadays, 250 is starting to feel a little bit average. It's still a very good historical number, though. That is a guy, 4,300 yards. It checks out. Allen did throw a lot of interceptions. But my point here is that they're getting 250 through the air with Allen. Oh, nice run by Cook on first down. But you're also getting the rushing ability. He's getting about 30 rushing yards per game, good for 500 on the season, and 15 rushing touchdowns for Allen. I think that could put him in the MVP conversation. If he didn't have that many interceptions, and the Buffalo Bills maybe went 12-5 and just had one more victory, he would very well be in that conversation. But you don't see him much there. But then you had Cook getting your 1,000 yards. He only had 2 touchdowns. Latavius Murray, it usually comes in goal line situations. He had 4 touchdowns. But usually Josh Allen keeps it for himself. But Murray did have 300 yards himself. So, I mean, yeah, you do have a good running attack here, as well as a passing. Cooking them. So, yeah, I would say James Cook kind of had his breakout year. His yards per carry was 4.7, so that's pretty good. If you look at Murray, his was only 3.8, so significantly better there for Cook. Last play of the first quarter is a run by Josh Allen that will get him very close to a first down. With that said, though, Murray's being used in short yardage situations. It's like Kareem Hunt on the Browns. His yards per carry was ass, but the dude was doing his job and doing fine. They do have Leonard Fournette that they scooped up, too. That could be an interesting guy to watch. I know they had him taking some kick returns. Yeah, Polly dated Michael Vick's cousin, for those that don't know. That's pretty cool. She was spicy hot and worked at a lingerie store. Yeah, and then didn't have a good end to the story, unfortunately. Left me for someone else on our first date. Well, if she's capable of doing something like that, leaving her date for somebody else, I don't think you wanted to be with her cousin anyway. With his cousin. There might be a little something running in the family. Didn't the brother Marcus Vick have some fucked up shit too? Marcus Vick trouble. I thought maybe he got tied up in something. He had a Dewey. Is that it? Faced loads of legal woes. Yeah, Polly, man, you might have dodged a bullet. If you would have fell in love with Michael Vick's cousin, it could have been not good. I think something maybe is running in the family there. I mean, we have Michael Vick doing dog fighting, Marcus Vick with loads of legal trouble, and their cousin working at a lingerie store screwing over Polly here on a first date. Not cool. Ooh, Marcus Vick, charges of assault on a police officer and resisting arrest. Newport News, like Newport cigarettes. You know when Newport News is the one to report on it that you're really, you're in a shady area doing shady shit. I needed my Newports. Jimmy, run to the store and get me my Newports. Newport Reds. I've got emphysema. Oh, see? It's a unicorn. A unicorn? Wow. You want to say hi? Yeah. There we go. Do you want to? All right. What you have to do here is you have to watch that, and then you tell the people what's going on in the game. Then you also have to think of things to talk about too. Okay. All right. Tell them what's going on. What's going on? Look, what's happening? What's happening? It's 2nd and 2. He's in the shotgun. He takes the snap. He gives it up the middle, and James Cook runs for a first down. Okay. See how that works? As we kick off the second quarter. What's going on? It's a football game. Because I'm thirsty. Daddy, I'm in a cup. So Newport News is a place. It's not a news company. It's a place. Interesting. Yes, that's very accurate. Allen going under center, a toss to the outside. All those big offensive linemen pulling and shoving and busting their way, giving Cook a lane to get him about 7 yards. Great play there. That's some old school football. See, look, he's saying hi. Someone said hi to you. Say hi. Hi. Do you need anything? Yeah. What do you need? I need water. Oh, you need some water. You do need some water. Let's get you some water. I think we have a cup for you somewhere. Yeah. Might be in your bed. What about your unicorn? What's that? All right, don't spill it on the computer. Let me check the battery, see if I need to plug this in for you. That I should do. We might have to switch sides here. We're gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to move it over to here. All right, there you go. All good? Eat your mac and cheese and your ham. I probably should have waited after she ate the mac and cheese and ham to give her the cookies, but she went after the cookies first. So it's a city next to Virginia Beach. Isn't that where the Vicks went and played football? I know Marcus went to like Virginia Tech. I forget. Michael might have went to the same place. But yeah, interesting. Whoa. Interesting. Shipyard. Is it like an abandoned shipyard? That'd be cool. You're with the welder? Man, that's a you gotta make sure you do your you gotta do welders, man. If you're a welder for a big aircraft carrier, you gotta make sure that you weld that shit properly, or else you're gonna sink a damn boat. Yeah, you're out there on the way to Japan to fight in a war on an aircraft carrier, and the welder's like sitting at home, like, oh shit, I think I forgot to weld the support beam in quadrant B. Oh. But yeah, my friend used to work for this is kind of unrelated a little bit. He worked for the University of Akron at like the student center, and that was a big thing, finding a place to sleep on the job. Because you have the walkie-talkie and you just put it on full blast, and the walkie-talkie tells you where you're needed, and if you just go to sleep, leave the walkie-talkie on nice and loud, it would wake you up. No, I have 50-50 custody. When I have her in my care, I do take care of her by myself, but I only have her 50% of the week and every other weekend. Typically on the weekends that I have her, I go visit family and stay at my parents for the whole weekend. So it takes a lot of the load off of me because my mom and dad like to help take care of her and all that. So I can sleep in a little bit, kind of do a few things and just relax, and also hang out with her too. And just see a bunch of family every other weekend. So yeah, I don't even, when holidays come up, I'm like, I see my family every other weekend anyways. Who's that? Who's doing the halftime show? They can't just advertise halftime show and show a guy's silhouette, and I don't know who that is. All right, anyways, Bills. Oh wait, what happened? Oh yeah, I had to. Okay, we missed something. The Bills scored a fucking touchdown. We missed the touchdown. I'm sorry. It happens. The unicorn? What about the unicorn?
It's off.
It's off? Can you show me and I can fix it for you? Where? What? Oh, do you want to watch that, or do you want to watch something different? Do you want to watch the unicorns? Do you want to watch them? Yeah? You like them? You like the unicorns? Okay. I think you're set. My YouTube algorithm. So I actually use my sports account. This account, Wacky Wisdom Sports, for her to like watch stuff on. And the algorithm is getting really good. Like if I put on a children's show and that video ends, another children's show will come on. It doesn't just show her random stuff that's like mine. And then I have my other account that's YouTube Premium that I use for my videos, like when I'm watching videos. But yeah, what happened here? Let me the commercial break. So let me find the touchdown and tell you what I think. Let's see here. Okay, here we DVR, baby. YouTube TV, unlimited DVR. It's like $80 a month. I should have known. Josh Allen, a simple trot to the end zone. He took the snap, made it look like he was going to throw the ball, and it was a quarterback draw. He took it to the outside himself. So there you go, 10-3. Yeah, I came back in and saw the Chiefs with the ball, and then I was about to say, oh, Bills must have had the punt. And then I'm like, wait, they had the ball like the 10-yard line. Then I look right over there and see that the score was 10-3. So there you go. But yeah, if you're gonna judge these teams, like who has the more stacked team, I don't know. They're both very good teams. I'm more of a judge of offense. I'm not too good at knowing all the defensive players, but I definitely know my offensive guys very well. It's hard to say because the Chiefs kind of have this weird abundance. It's like an abundance of wide receiver threes. They have one of the best tight ends in history and then a bunch of wide receiver threes. I would say the running back situation, Pacheco and Cook are pretty much, they're not much different. I would say, based on the eye test from watching football, that Pacheco is better than Swift or better than James Cook. That was not a Freudian slip for Taylor Swift. That was a Freudian slip for the running back Swift. No, that was not. I'm not brainwashed by the globalist and the commercialism. That I know that was a Freudian slip or whatever, but I was thinking about Swift, the running back of the Eagles. Who, for some reason, I can't think of his first name. Yeah, maybe they should put Travis Swift on defense. Put him at the end. But as far like their elite talents kind of cancel out. Stephon Diggs and Kelsey cancel each other out. It appears that Rashee Rice put up better numbers. As there goes Mr. Pfizer, Mr. Swift, Mr. Kelsey, whatever you want to call him, another big gain for him. Whoa, who's that? If I'm Travis Kelsey, I want to know who that is up in the press box with my girl. No, dude, you don't want... She's hanging out with a black guy with a big fancy fur coat on? I'm not having none of that. Those guys are good with the ladies, dude. They got this weird charm, dude. They'll steal your chick. One of the reasons I ended up breaking up with the Jewish girl that I was dating is because she started hanging out with this black dude. And I was just like, this dude's coming to your place. You're posting him on Snapchat. Like, that's not, you're supposed to be my girl. It's not a good look for me. I'm not having that. And she kind of balked. And then she ended up dumping me. I was willing to look past it a little bit. She would post video. There was this one Snapchat when I finally got pissed and called her out. He was like, she posted Snapchat. He's like humping her pillow. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreacting, but like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to date someone who's posting videos of their Snapchat of a random black dude that I've never met humping pillows in her bed. That is my place. That was my place, not yours. Probably got... I was really in the back of my head, I'm thinking, if he knew what was up, man, I don't think he'd want to be doing that. But he did know what was up, so the fact that he was doing it indicated that he might have been getting himself in there, dude. I don't know. Women cheat, dude. Women, when the relationship isn't going well, they cheat. Men are different. 9 times out of 10, if it's not going well, today's generation of women will cheat. That's not true. Not everybody. There's some good ones out there, man. But yeah, I don't know. I would say Gabe Davis maybe a little bit better than Rashee Rice at this point. Could Rashee Rice be a beneficiary of an offense that has a lot of openings? They're worried about Kelsey. They're worried about Mahomes. They're worried about the run game. You're just a rookie, second-round receiver, third-round receiver. They're not too worried about you. But he did have better stats than Gabe Davis in terms of consistency. 79 catches for 938 yards. Davis was only at like 700. But he had way less catches, but like 5 yards more yards per catch. So he is a better downfield option than Rashee Rice. There is Rice making a tough catch in traffic for the first down, and here comes Kansas City. They are looking to answer. Yeah, it's probably just a commercial. It's just a commercial.
The commercial's just over.
Do you need me to do something? Or are you just saying hi? You just want to say hi? That's acceptable. No. All right, 1st and goal here. Mahomes alone in the shotgun. He'll motion in Pacheco, then take the snap, throwing into the back of the end zone, out of the outstretched arms of Kelsey, incomplete. But yeah, man, if I'm Travis Kelsey, dude, I don't know about my girl hugging the wealthy black gentleman in a fancy coat. They might disappear during halftime. I don't trust none of that. Yeah, I mean, hypothetically, the Chiefs do have more big game experience. Obviously, Andy Reid has more. I mean, he was doing big shit with the Eagles. What do we got here? A loose goose. There is a loose goose. They piled up, and they're saying the Chiefs will retain possession. Justin Watson. See, white wide receivers, they do matter. He was able to grab that fumble. It was a McCole Hardman back with the Chiefs. I remember that stream I showed earlier of the 2021 season game between these two teams. I remember there's a few times I called Hardman's name in that stream today. All right, Mahomes will drop. He will set. He will sling it to the end zone. And again, way too high. Something doesn't look right with him today. That's a hard pass to make, and perhaps Mahomes being a little conservative, not wanting to throw an interception and wanting to get some for sure points. He does have Valdez-Scantling open if he can just put one up. Yeah, Mahomes hits those. Yeah, if he's open, if he puts that on him, he's wide open pretty much. And he looked a little weird, did he not? It almost looked like it took more for him to throw that usually it looks effortless for Patrick Mahomes. I think he threw it too hard. He didn't need to. So something a little bit up with him. Kansas City will have to opt for a field goal. They kick the field goal. They make it the butt kicker, as dependable as they come. Oh, she's up there. Okay, so Jason is going to keep an eye on. Okay. So Jason Kelsey, his brother, can keep an eye on Taylor Swift to make sure she doesn't bang the black dude in the fancy fur coat at halftime. Because I'd be pretty worried if that was my girl up there. Those guys, I'm telling you, they got a magic charm. I don't know how they do it. I don't have the magic charm. I look good, but then scare them away. My looks bring them in, and then something about me scares them off. I don't know what it is. I'm too real. It's intimidating. People don't know what to do when they find a real one in today's culture. Justin Watson's pretty good. Is he though? Would he make a different team? Is he just kind of an Andy Reid guy? Valdez-Scantling, he would definitely be on a team. He's pretty good. I bet you the Jets would like him. He might. I don't know what his contract situation is. They might be able to get him, but Aaron Rodgers liked him as a target a little bit here and there. Boy, what's with all those receivers on the Packers? Dobbs or Dubes, whatever his name is, Wicks. And then there's another random one. And Reed. Dubes, Wick, and Reed. They're damn good receivers, all of them. They make plays. And then you have a number one with Christian Watson. Looks like Jordan Love is going to have him a stable of young targets to work with over the years. He'll have probably the last 2 years of relevance for Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones still has some pop left if he can stay healthy. Probably 2 more years of pretty good football from him. A.J. Dillon is a thicker running back, kind of Eddie Lacy mold. Those guys don't tend to last too long. He might have seen his day. It's just they're big and heavy. They've been playing football their whole life with a bigger, heavier body. Their knees tend to go, and they tend to lose explosiveness pretty quick. Although we have seen guys like Jerome Bettis and Brandon Jacobs, those big power running backs, having long careers. So, still a chance A.J. Dillon has a whole 5 years of good, great football in front of him. But he's a bit of a red flag at this point just because, one, the way the running back position operates, and two, he is on the bigger side. Eddie Lacy was good for like 2 years and then was done. Now, in Eddie Lacy's case, he just couldn't stop eating something. I don't know if it was Philly cheesesteaks. I mean, up in Green Bay, they probably have some kind of special cheesesteak with magic Green Bay cheese grown in Aaron Rodgers' asshole. But the Aaron Rodgers butt cheese, Green Bay cheesesteak, Eddie Lacy just couldn't lay off of him. He couldn't take it. He just, he'd eat one cheesesteak. An hour later, he'd need another. He'd be Jonesing, Dad. Jonesing for a cheesesteak. I have not made a bet on this game. I'm starting to like the Buffalo Bills more and more. I am willing at this point. What I did with the Lions today, I liked it. I bet the Lions money line. I bet like $31 to win 15. So I only profited half of what I risked, but I picked the team that I knew was going to fucking win the game. I just had I had a really good hunch. Obviously, Lions were favored by 5.5, so yeah, I was willing to take that risk. So currently, Bills at minus 200. I don't love it, but I also would rather do this instead of the spread. It's up to 220 now. Damn, they might drive here and go up. This might be the last chance. They could cruise. Who knows? Nah, Kansas City will come back. Let's keep an eye on this. Let's try to get a decent price on the Bills. I know they could score a touchdown here and go up 17-6, and this would be an awful price. But I feel like if we have some patience and we wait for Kansas City to knock back, that we should be able to get this maybe pretty close. So we're going to wait on that. But please remind me if I forget to make a bet when if it swings towards the Chiefs, make sure I get in on that. I should have hopped in when it was 3-3. I probably could have found something around like minus 170. I would do this right now, minus 215. Because then I'm feeling real good about it if they score a touchdown this drive. But I want to go for a little bit better of a price. Toss to the outside. Decent blocking, but Kansas City creating a wall there on the outside. Nowhere to go. Good job by their defenders. Kana, number 27. Doobie-doob. Oh, yeah, I got to share this on my main channel. I'm going to say live for the playoff showdown of the year. I would say this is probably the best playoff game so far. This usually is like the best game of the year. And this, like these teams usually really give us something good to watch. I wasn't able to watch much of the previous game. I did hear the end of it, audio-wise. I did listen to Tom Grossi, sports streamer. Or Grossi. I think it's Grossi. I need to say his name right. I apologize. Hold the phone. 3rd and 8, minus 180. That's a fucking... They're not going to get it. Yeah, short pass to Shakir. Once again, Connor making the tackle. He's flying around tonight. So now we can get 180. Oh, boy. Do we wait here? Let's wait until Kansas City gets the ball back and starts moving, and I think we can get closer. Well, also, let's see this next drive for Kansas City. If Kansas City gets into a 4th down situation, I imagine it would stick at this now 150. The thing is, if Kansas City scores a touchdown on this next drive, I might be able to get Buffalo at plus money. So I should probably hold off. Here's the punt. It is up. It is going to be fielded. And there is plenty of space for the returner. He's going to have a nice return. And then a crazy late hit by Buffalo. What in the fuck is going on? I don't see a flag out there. And there's a fight, a skirmish. And boy, not sure what the officials were thinking there. Perhaps maybe giving benefit of the doubt to the Buffalo defender. Oh, he was pushed. He was shoved. So we just couldn't see. He was shoved by a Kansas City Chiefs player. He didn't do nothing. He's legal. I don't know why my fan is on. Oh, I do actually. Someone asked if I had a pet. I do have one. I do have a pet. I think this is my childhood stuffed animal, and I think that he's real. So he's real to me, and he's more than a pet, though. He's like my friend. We've been through a lot of fucking hard bullshit times. Look at, he's all dirty, dude. He's all fucked. He's all dirty, dude. He's got a hole in his ass. What's the story, Wishbone? Are we gonna do some blow? Let's get some cocaine and hookers. And a carton of Newports. He's just dirty, man. Look at that. This poor old stuffed animal with a hole in its ass, dude. Oh, and his collar is all fucked up, man. We've been through the ringer, me and this dude. We've been through some shit. But he was there all along for me. He's a party boy. He goes out at night. I fall asleep with him, but then he sneaks out and goes and parties, does all sorts of weird stuff. I'm not going to expose what he does. He doesn't want me talking about it to the public, but he's into some shit, man. He's into some fucking shit, dude. He's a little bit of a homo. He goes to those kinds of places like the gay bar and stuff. I'm fine with it, you know. He said he doesn't like how they're pushing the gay agenda on the kids, but he can't help it. He's just a whore, just a gay whore. You know, we've been through a lot, and people take things different ways. And I try to improve myself and bring out the best in myself. He likes to fucking party. So what are you gonna do? Shit. All right. Well, Kansas City here with the ball. Down to 145, I think maybe. Ugh. Like if Buffalo gets a stop right here, I just feel like there's going to be a point in time in this game where I'm going to get something better than that. Come on. I'm almost rooting for the Chiefs right now. There's a throw over the middle caught, and it's Noah Gray, the other tight end. I don't think he's dating a famous singer like his counterpart Kelsey, but he does make some pretty good plays for Buffalo. Or for Kansas City. And there's been a few times when Kelsey's been hurt and Noah Gray has stepped up and done a good job. So give him some credit. I might just stay on this screen, though, right here. The problem with DraftKings is they'll log you out after inactivity. So we got to stay active. First down run. Pacheco going to get him to the 50-yard line and set up a 2nd and 7. Buffalo claiming they have the football. Damn it. Should we slam it? Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, fuck. Slam it. Minus 115. Hit it. I want that. Boom. No, not $400. 40. Hit it. 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 Yeah. I like it. I'll take it. $40 on the line. We're going big today. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, shit. There's a big play. So that's what just happened that set this up. Big run play. They could still hold them to a field goal. Let's fucking go, dude. That's why they moved that. It wasn't even a big touchdown or nothing. See, here's the thing, though. I could have fucking waited. And I think I do. I have $9 left. All right. So let's get out of that because that will give us spoilers because they are fucking ahead of us. They're time travelers. Yeah, big run by Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Former first-round draft pick out of LSU, highly touted prospect coming out of college. Had a great rookie season, but injuries allowed other players to get some playing time, and one of them, Isaiah Pacheco, really performed well when he got in there for Clyde, and he took over. He was the guy. Remember when the Chiefs had like 4 D. Williams? They had like Damian Williams, Darrell Williams, and like Dimebag Williams. I think there were legit 3 guys. I know there's at least 2, but their whole backfield was D. Williams. 2nd and 9 for Mahomes. Get after him. He's got time. And time he really didn't need. Kelsey wide fucking open into the end zone. And that was really, really, really lame. He put a heart sign up towards the press box, towards his girlfriend Taylor Swift. And boy, I could just bite a brick right now. We could have fucking waited. All right. After that touchdown, it only went to plus 120. And I got minus 115. So I would say we got in at a good price. I'll take it. 13-10 now. I guess I could have waited a little bit, huh? Fuck. Then I would have got back like, it would have been like 40 to win almost 90. So I guess, yeah, when you think about it, that's like a $15, $20 swing I might have just ate right there if the Buffalo Bills do ultimately win this game. But that's okay. We just need our fucking bet. You know what I'm saying? The way I'm starting to look at things gambling is don't worry about plus money too much. Don't get obsessed with chasing plus money. If you can get something you really like, even if it's minus 200 and you're only getting half your shit back, if you really like it and everybody really likes it and it makes a ton of sense, fucking hit it. Because in my gambling career, if I would go back and not bet all the bets I made because I saw plus money, I would have saved a lot of my money. I would be a lot better. Now, there has been times where you win those. For example, the Buccaneers last week against the Eagles. They got some really nice plus money at home. Slight underdogs to the Eagles. And that was a big win for me. But yeah, I'm trying to go for it because I bet $10 on Silva, the female fighter, and she lost the championship to Pennington last night. And Pennington, people were really pissed. I don't know UFC well, but people were saying like Pennington fucking sucks or something. Like, I don't know. The streamer I was watching was saying like she needed to just keep throwing punches and shit. I don't know the proper terminology, but striking. She needed to just stay in striking position. She kept trying to get in guard, and the Silva was better in guard, and Pennington was kicking her ass. Like Silva was awful though. She had almost got her on submission. Silva almost got like a submission multiple times, but she couldn't get it. Pennington would always get out of it, and then Pennington would get up and start punching her in the fucking face over and over again, and she wouldn't do anything about it. She would not strike. It was very frustrating to bet on her, and I did bet the favorite for that too. And I really wanted to bet Pennington so bad. They had her coming out. They're like 3 straight wins. She's going for this title now. She's trying to take it away from Silva. She came out not to her music. She came out wearing headphones. Like usually they have their hype song for the fans, but she had these headphones locked in, and she was there with family and stuff. And she seemed more motivated, like that underdog sense. The motivated underdog that knows they're there for business and to win. And she clearly won. It wasn't like the male title fight, whatever weight it was. It was insanely close. I couldn't, if I had to guess, just as a novice viewer, Strickland kind of won. Like objectively, if I had to pick the guy who would win, if they said, okay, no more rounds, no more time, you guys are gonna go till somebody fucking taps out and quits, Strickland would have won that for sure. The dude could barely, the other dude was barely seeing. And then like he got a lucky punch. People were saying, oh, Strickland was bleeding. You see all that blood? Like he got a lucky punch on his eye. That's a fragile area on your skin. That's, it's not like his eyes were swelling up. You could have barely nicked him and do that. You could nick someone. So yeah, I don't know. People, I don't know. The UFC fans, they try to they think that the judges are all holy and their word is holy. A lot of them. Like, sure, a lot of UFC fans I saw were saying robbery. That's bullshit. Strickland won. They had the same thing that I did. But a lot of people, like the more established fans that have been watching it for longer, were saying like, no, dude, Duplessis won. Like he did. He had a better score technically. And I don't know why. And one of the judges said Strickland won. So at that point, if it's 1 point and then one of the judges said one of the dudes win, like fucking have them go another round, dude. Overtime. I want definitive winners. That's what's holding me back from fully getting into the UFC. And perhaps I just need to understand things more and watch it more so I see what's really happening and can be a better judge. But I don't know. It's bullshit. Strickland won, bro. I'm like, this shit's rigged, bro. Everybody bet on Strickland. It's like he won the fucking fight. But since it's UFC, they can just pick the winner. In a close fight, they can just be like, nah, the other dude won. What's your opinion of the controversy of this new director directing these new Star Wars movies? I'm a big Star Wars fan. Thank you for asking that. I do like to talk some Star Wars. We don't get to do it much. Well, look, we're going to commercial, so yeah, I can give my opinion. The only thing I heard, I have no knowledge of what the new director is going to bring to the Star Wars franchise. I know she said it's time for a woman to take the control of protagonist. Like, she was saying stuff about having a female protagonist. Like, it's time. It's about Star Wars needs a woman to be the main character. And I'm just like, that's fine and dandy. Cool. I like Star Wars. Have a woman main character. Don't make it a thing because you already did it. You already fucking did it. We just had a whole trilogy of centered around Rey. And I liked it. I had no problem with her being a female being the centerpiece of that. I thought Rey was a great character. I thought it was super interesting how I don't want to give spoilers to anyone maybe who just is new to Star Wars, but I thought when you found out her backstory and how she came to be and why she was so powerful in the Force, like, I don't know. I didn't expect that shit, man. I mean, I did not expect it. I thought I thought she was a Skywalker somehow. I thought she was, or I don't know. Luke Skywalker, though, he's kind of like, he's, I couldn't see him having any kids, even though the Jedi Order got destroyed. So who gives a fuck? Like, you might as well bang at that point. Anakin didn't give a shit about the Jedi Order. He's like, I'm not going to be no priest, dude. I got this hot ass Natalie Portman galactic senator on my dick, dude. He's like, dude, I picked up, that bitch was into me since I was 5 years old, flying pod fighters in Tatooine. She was. She thought, oh, little Annie, he's so cute. And then he grew into a badass motherfucker. Yeah, of course she was going to be into him. So I don't know. I don't know what the new that's the only thing I've heard about this new director. And that scares me a little bit. Like, I don't want them to go full PC. They don't need to. They just make fucking Star Wars movies. Like, it doesn't have to be an agenda. And you already had a trilogy with a female lead character. Do it again. Be my guest. I'm fine with it. I'll fucking watch it and love it and say it's good and argue with people that it's just maybe not as good as the OG Star Wars, but it still has that same feel. They did a good job, I thought. I even thought maybe with the new ones that it was more violent than the past ones. Yeah, he was 9 years old and she was like 14 or 15. He picked her up when he got when he was 9 damn years old. He picked up a galactic senator. Dude's a stud. He picked up the queen of Naboo. He got the queen to Naboo to have a crush on him when he was 9 years old. He might have been using the Force though. I don't know. All right, let's check things out here. Josh Allen throwing to Murray. There's your check downs. Those check downs are getting lots of yards for Allen today. Yes. Huh?
I want to take a bath.
You want to take a bath? All right, well, we're a minute till halftime. So let's see what Josh Allen does here. He steps up in the pocket. He throws quickly on the run. He was behind the line of scrimmage. He got that ball out to Murray, and that's a big first down. Let's see how my bet's turning out here. Yeah, despite Buffalo being down, just them driving has it up to minus 130. So I got in at minus 115. I will take it gladly. Let's get off of that because that will have spoilers. The way those odds move, they're ahead of us, and it will spoil shit. Like it will change drastically. Oh, Luke Skywalker did have a son in the non-canon. Yeah, I need to get into all that non-canon stuff. I'm not into any of it. I think it's really neat how you can just, there's a lot of different books, and they just take it down a different path. I think it's interesting. So they have a new person directing the Star Wars movies. But at this point, even if those, I don't care what they do with those movies because they're cranking out great shows. And they've got that one director doing all that shit who's like, they make it like Game of Thrones level. Now, they don't have all the sexual stuff, but they have the same violence and like those Boba Fett, Mandalorian. There goes Josh Allen on the scramble. Oh, he wants the smoke on this one and dives forward at the 10-yard line. No slide, calling the timeout with 44 seconds left. A big play for Josh Allen on the scramble. What's up, Derpy? Oh, we're doing pretty good, man. We're doing real good today. I bet on the Bills, so I'm a Bills fan at the moment, even though I'm wearing a Patrick Mahomes jersey. I know that could confuse some people, but that's all right. I just ranted about Star Wars, Derpy. You would have liked that. I don't do much Star Wars talk, but I am into Star Wars. Yeah, but I don't get into like the whole, oh, they're doing it. I don't like the new stuff. It's the old one. I don't care. I'm just such a big fan of it that they can do what they want. I'm going to watch it and I'm going to like it. It's just Star Wars. Nah, the Bills are on the 10, man. I can't rant about it. You rewind. Rewind it at halftime. It was the last like 5 minutes. Last 5-6 minutes. Josh Allen takes the snap and runs it forward himself. A quarterback. That wasn't even a quarterback draw. That's just quarterback dive right down the middle. That's going to get him 5 yards. And now Kansas City will opt to call a timeout. And Josh Allen's like, well, why? Why the fuck did they call a timeout? Did CBS just fuck up their thing? Why would Kansas City call a timeout? I mean, maybe to get different defender. Maybe they thought Buffalo was going to go quick, no huddle. Yeah, that might have been a 2-play. Yeah, good call by Reed. Because QB draw is such a fucking simple. Like, quarterback up the middle, you just say, like, yo, Allen, take the snap, run forward. That's the play call. It's not like, I guess you got to have your formation, but all you need is the formation and then, yo, one word to describe Allen running up the middle. Everybody else block. So then you can have that play, yo, run the quarterback draw, and then you have another full play call, complicated play call that you could run immediately after that, not have to burn a timeout. Little angle route for James Cook, and he drops it. That'll create a 3rd and 5. Good presence and attitude by Allen, not yelling at his running back right there. He understood. He's like, he's a running back. He might drop some of those. Because sometimes you see quarterbacks getting pretty fucking mean. Like, they'll be screaming at their receivers, what the fuck are you doing? Allen empty set, sends Shakir in motion left to right. Allen will drop back, throws a zinger in there to Shakir. He has it. They are marking him right at the first down marker. I don't know what Allen wants to do. Time is ticking. They have 2 timeouts. Looking at that replay, it would appear that Shakir made the catch and has a first down. I do think Kansas City will call a timeout to potentially review that. Or potentially did the officials call a timeout? Yeah, we can have an open stream for the opening day. Yeah, I would say that hand right there of Khalil Shakir is under the ball. I don't know what Gene. They got Gene Steratore. What'd you see there, Gene? Well, if you look at the end of the play, the Chiefs player grabs him right in the nuts. And when that happens, according to Rule Sector 5 of the NFL official rules, it means there's a first down and illegal use of hands for touching of the ball, sack, and butthole. So that's going to be a first down Buffalo. Yeah, first down Buffalo. They reviewed it, all good to go. And then, Kansas City had called a timeout and the refs just didn't even fucking notice. So 30 seconds on the clock. All right, first and goal. So Kansas City kind of smart to conserve some time. Allen's just going to bang it in and he's going to get a touchdown, but the goose is perhaps loose and there is a pile. The Bills seem to think they have it. And now the Chiefs player is going to run with it the other direction. And the kick team comes on and there's fucking chaos. Someone's throwing snow up in the air. A chaotic scene here in Buffalo. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The camera stays fixed to Josh Allen. Pretty simple quarterback power middle. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown. And the rest of it is bullshit. That is a clear touchdown. In fact, Allen was down in the end zone. Not only did he break the plane, he took 2 steps, went down with it. I don't know what Kansas City's thinking at that point. Like, you're going to look at the film and just be embarrassed. Seriously, that's embarrassing. You just got scored on, and then you're going to be acting like you got a fumble when he was in. You're trying to tackle this dude in the end zone, bro, and steal it from him when he's already in the end zone and then run the other way. Well, 26 seconds for the Kansas City Chiefs, and I'll say this, without Hill, I don't know. I don't know if they're well suited in this situation to get a field goal out of this. All right, let's check in and see how we did with our bet. 17-13. Buffalo Bills up by 4 at this point in time, and it's back up to 210. So I got in at minus 115. We're sitting pretty right now. Excellent. Nice. All right, well, while it's a commercial break here, real quick, I'm going to get the bath started. How you doing? gotta plug this in. Here, I'll help you. Want me to start your bath? I love you. Are you okay? Are you cold? You got your blanket? All right. All right. All right. Well, it starts with the kick return, and they're going to have a pretty good one up to the 35. There you go. And now they're beefing. Yeah, these two teams have seen each other a lot. They have become rivals. A lot of talk on Patrick Mahomes versus Josh Allen being the next Brady versus Manning. Mahomes drafted in 17, Allen 18. It's been about 5 years. I would say we have enough of a sample size to call it that. I think within 5 years of Tom Brady being in the league, that was when we already were talking Brady versus Manning that early. Like, this is the big deal. A short pass to the running back gets tackled in the backfield, and that is not the Kansas City Chiefs and Andy Reid's play calling that we are accustomed to seeing. Now, there is a flag in the field. If this guy's Nostradamus and if he knew he ran a certain type of play that he would have a high probability of drawing a certain penalty to give him some free yards, I don't know. We'll see. Is Andy Reid a super genius? I would guess it's probably hold. Illegal use of hands on the offense and holding on the offense. So both penalties on Kansas City. I was thinking maybe for a second, like if you run that swing pass, you might get a guy like a chop, like go for one of the blocker's knees and just try to take out a blocker. And that could be a penalty. I'm not sure on that. That's just me being a conspiracy theorist. So Andy Reid, that's why he called that play, because he knew it might draw a penalty. Because that was a weird play. It was obviously a designed quick pass into the backfield to Pacheco. And you're looking, and you have 15 seconds left. Yeah, they were never going to. I don't know, man. Mahomes, stop fucking around, bro. What are the Chiefs doing here? Mahomes, that's stupid. Yeah, I'd be pissed if I was Buffalo's defense, too. Fuck that bullshit. Mahomes just stood there. Instead of just going and taking the knee and going to the locker room, he stood there for a second like he was about to do something. I might have to switch the jersey. I don't like that shit. But it looks like the player's on good terms. As Allen and Kelsey hanging out. Are they talking shit? Or are they like, what's up, bro? Well, it don't look too pretty. No, they patted. Somebody just smacked Kelsey on the ass. I don't know. That was dumb. Because, yeah, he could. If he's standing there until he's down, they could run something. You can do a fake knee. He was almost looking like he was going to take off or something. And that's not cool because guys can get hurt with shit like that. I need to put some bubbles in the bath. Huh? You want to be the halftime correspondent? What do you think about today's game, Vicky Ambrose?
Honey.
You what?
Honey.
Humdy. That's right, folks. You heard it here at the halftime report. Wacky Wisdom. Humdy. Humdy is right. This game, pretty much as expected so far. We knew it was going to be a tight one. Buffalo favored by 2.5. They're up by 4 at halftime. Nothing shocking or surprising. Kansas City held to a couple of field goals there. What, two field goals? And Buffalo was held to 1 field goal and then got 2 touchdowns. So Buffalo doing a better job at finishing drives, but both teams moving the football very well. Let's take a look at our halftime stats. Sponsored by BlueChew.com. That's right. You've been watching too much pornography and your dick no longer works. What are you going to do? You go to BlueChew.com. Discreet shipping to your door. Use promo code I'm a wussy that needs dick pills for 50% off your order from BlueChew.com. I'm just kidding. I'm not sponsored by them. What was I going to do here? Oh, yeah, the stats. Damn, Baker Mayfield did play pretty well. He had 349. I wasn't Team Baker today. If I was Team Baker, it would have hurt. Honestly, I wanted the Buccaneers to win. Baker Mayfield's one of my favorite players. You know, I'm a big Browns fan, and a lot of Browns fans have animosity towards Baker. I don't know why. He's been the best quarterback I've ever seen in my lifetime in Cleveland. Not only eye test, but statistically, he's statistically probably better at the quarterback position than even like the likes of Bernie Kosar and Brian Sipe going way back. So honestly, like if you're a Browns fan and you don't like Baker Mayfield, it's just because you're fucking stupid. Like at that point, you're just fucking dumb. You just want to get angry about something. You didn't like something about him. Maybe Ohio State fans, he planted the flag and then kicked the shit out of Ohio State. You don't respect that? He plants the flag in your field. You're going to be mad. Oh, it's one thing if the guy plants the flag and then we clown him, then yeah, okay, I don't like that dude. He's an idiot, whatever. But if he backs up that kind of talk, and you know he brought that spirit to Cleveland and he gave us the best football we've ever for my age. If you're between the age of like whatever, like 5 years old to 35. That's some of the best football you've ever seen in Cleveland. So I can't complain. But people like to complain about bullshit. All right, I'll be right back. It's ready. Oh, it's ready. All right, I'm going to turn off my camera for the time being because I'm going to give her a bath and I don't want her running in here. That would be weird as hell. All right, let's get you in the bath. Yeah, where's your mermaid at? All right, let's take your clothes off. Come on. Take your boots off. Oh, you gotta go poop?
Daddy, look. Can we go to school? Can we the bus one?
Yes, you can wear those to school.
The blue bus. Never fit on me.
No, they won't fit on me. Arms up. I know.
I
I know. All right, go poop. Yes. Yeah, after you poop. She's pooping on the potty. She's nearly potty trained. Skills, dude. Skills. All right, I need to prepare a few things for what will be a second half of history. Oh, look at that. We're on Twitch too. Okay, that's just a pee. I need to see. Where's the poop? Why don't you try and go poop? Because you're gonna end up pooping in the tub and leaving a floater. It's usually a sinker. Oh, that's not good. Where'd you go? Okay, we put that in the toilet. That's okay. You have to poop? Okay. Well, let's go get in the bath.
have to pee.
Good pee. You sure you don't have to poop? If you have to poop, that tub's gonna bring it right out of you. Alright, let's get in. You want help? It's nice and warm. I know my hands are cold. That's my soap. Don't use it. Put it back. Okay, you can use it. Let me know if you need anything. All right, here I am. We will peek at the halftime stats. I mean, we could review some of the other games too, but I do want to see these halftime stats real quick. Bills money line at halftime minus 200. Chiefs money line. That might have not been correct. Hold on. Hold up. Yeah, okay. It was correct. Bills minus 195. Chiefs plus 150. I will leave the stats up right here for now. I will be right back once again. For any new viewers tuning in, I do appear on camera most of the time, but my daughter is currently taking a bath, so we don't want to have any situations. So I'm keeping my camera off. Smart move, right? I hope everyone can still hear me. Yes. There's some of the stats. Pretty even. I mean, Allen has a couple more attempts and more completions, but pretty much the same yards. Allen, 8 carries for 51 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Cook helping out too, 10 carries for 41. We've seen this down the stretch from the Buffalo Bills. Running the football, becoming a running team. Ty Johnson, 3 carries, 25 yards. And even Stephon Diggs, find a way to get him involved. Only 2 catches for 18, 1 carry for 7. The Chiefs as a team have 8 carries for 53 yards. Pacheco, not bad, 5 for 29. Kelsey, though, 3 big catches, 66. 666, number of the double. Travis Kelce, 33 years old. Taylor Swift, 33 years old. United Nations globalist agenda. The New World Order is coming. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift will be our leaders. But yeah, Rashee Rice has 2 grabs for 33 as well. And the tight end, 3 catches for 16 for Noah Gray for the other tight end. So, yeah, nothing flashy, huh? I guess the bigs, only one really going off kind of is Allen. I suppose James Cook, pretty good pace. Buffalo's really spread the ball around in the passing game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players. 7 with a target, 6 with a catch. And that's only one of these guys has only 1 catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers with 2 or more catches. So yeah, they're spreading it around. A lot of these, like Murray, Johnson, Cook, the 6 catches or 7 catches that the running backs have made have pretty much been all checkdowns. And those checkdowns have been huge for the Bills. They're getting about 7 yards a pop on those pretty easily. I will BRB. BRB, TTYL. Huh? All right, is the game starting back up? All right, bear with me here, y'all. Bear with me. Yes. I'm coming. Are you done? Yes, my dear. Hi. You having fun? You know, it's going to be Monday tomorrow. Today's Sunday. Shiny clock. Diamonds. You like my hair? What is it? It's a cross. Those are diamonds. Diamonds. Gold. Gold is the color. See this? You see that color? That's gold. It's also a diamond. Diamond and gold. Just like this. Remember when we got the bracelet at the Yankee Doodle thing? You guys went at the Yankee Festival? You remember that? Remember when we went? Remember you got that ice cream sundae? And we saw that person that was doing all that silly stuff? Remember we were outside and there was a big place? And there was all sorts of people. We had pizza. We had chicken pizza. Do you remember? And then we got popcorn, kettle corn. Are you almost done? You want to get out? Okay, let me know be right back. Oh shit, my tits. What did I miss? I missed a Kelsey touchdown, huh? Yeah, he's going off today. He's been tough to stop. Let me check this shit out. Well, that was a close one at Diver, huh? All right, we're almost done here, and then I will be back. All right, come on. Yeah, let me warm up my hands before I touch you. Are they still cold? That felt cold? Still cold? They're a little warmer. Oops, sorry. Yes. I love you too. What do you got at Mommy's? Very nice. No, you're messing with me. No. All right, I'm back now. Vicky Ambrose is asleep in bed, falling asleep to My Little Ponies. So you now have my full attention. Thank you all for saying nice things about Vicky. But she is going to sleep now. We just had a nice bath time. That's how you do it, man. Multitasking, running the production, and being a parent at the same time, taking care of business. You were lying to me, weren't you, Derpy? That was funny. That was good. He said Josh Allen out for the game while I was gone. So when I came back, that's the first thing I would see. Or is that real? Yeah, no, he's in. That was good. I like that. Well, let's get a little hype going, maybe. A little hype for the second half. Let's drink this kratom up. Let's get something going here. Let me. Where's my headphones? I threw them on the ground like a hooligan. Let's get some DC or some Metallica. Or what are we thinking? Let's see. Suicide Boys, Pirates of the Caribbean theme song. Hell's Bells. Dun, dun. Ooh. Could do the NFL Films song. That could be a good one. Yeah. What's the song I haven't played in a while? I've played this before. I don't think it got our video taken down. It might, though. Yeah, let's not do that. I think gold. You can play Black Keys, Gold on the Ceiling, but not Eagles in the City. I think if you play Eagles in the City, it might fucking take down your entire video. Let's just do something we've done before. I'm having trouble picking a song. All right, this will do. Let's just fucking do the Chicago Bulls shit. All right, here we go, folks. 6:22 left in the third. There's a minimal amount of time left in this game. Bills with the ball, driving hard. That's what she said. I can't hear the music. I'm totally missing out right now. No, don't go off. Yeah, there it goes. This is it, baby. Down to the wire. The type of classic game that we envisioned as these two offenses explode all over each other. Oh, yeah. Like fucking... I don't know. I'm not good at analogies. They're exploding all over each other like kamikaze pilot fighters in the Korean War or the Japanese War, whatever. Allah Akbar. Oh, 3rd and 2 for Allen. He's at the line of scrimmage, single back set. He's going to turn, hand, middle, and somebody has a hole. It's Ty Johnson. A 15-yard banger down to the 5-yard line. Setting up a 1st and goal for your Buffalo Bills. Let's get it, Bills. We're about to go up. Drive it in you. Get it in you. That dirty kratom. Yeah, down to the wire. Manning versus Brady. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that because of the magnitude of the matchups they've had, I would say this is the new Manning versus Brady. I don't know who else would. I don't know who else you would say. You know, I mean, maybe we could probably find a divisional rival. It was supposed to be, what if the future was Baker Mayfield for the Browns versus Lamar Jackson for the Ravens? But yeah, I think Mahomes versus Allen, these two guys have shown that they're probably the best two quarterbacks in the NFL. I don't think many people are going to argue. I know people want to throw in Joe Burrow because he's more of a classic style quarterback. We could take a peek. Let's look at all the starting quarterbacks. This list is going to be fucked though because of all the injuries. Yeah, I'm not saying like Brady versus Manning, man. That's hard to top. But even during Brady versus Manning, like there was Breeze, there was Rodgers, a little bit of Favre. There was a lot of good quarterbacks. Phillip Rivers, a lot of guys came through. Like big time, some of the best quarterbacks statistically of all time, like Ben Roethlisberger. I apologize. That's my bad, Derpy. That was bad. I'm so sorry. He should have came first to mind. Ben was awesome. I can't even complain about, as a Browns fan, it's stupid to make fun of Big Ben. Like, it's really dumb. As a Browns fan, you cannot talk shit on Big Ben. Big Ben literally grew up in Ohio, and it was his lifelong dream to play for the Cleveland Browns. And he really, really wanted the Browns to draft him on draft night. And we didn't. I can't tell you who we picked because he was a bust. I have no idea. And then the rival picks him up, and he said, fuck, I'm turning. I'm turning to the dark side. Fuck Cleveland. And he tore us up for 20 years. Well, Josh Allen facing a 3rd and goal here. I don't know, bro. Will Levis versus Aiden O'Connell, or maybe even like Jarrett Stidham versus Easton Stick has a real feel to it. You know, the classic Blaine Gabbert versus CJ Beathard. That's been a real battle over the years. I think Tyrod Taylor versus Jared Goff would be like Brady versus Manning. Or maybe like Nick Mullins versus Taylor Heineke. No. No, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you had Stafford come through all this time. Yeah, no one else is close to. Allen and Mahomes are just looking at all these names. I know they don't have the actual starters in there because they all got fucking hurt. But I mean, we'll see how good CJ Stroud is. But yeah, I mean, at the same time, during Manning versus Brady, that there were amazing quarterbacks that had their own matchups. It's just the height of Brady versus Manning, all of the big games in meaningful moments, playoff scenarios, clinching scenarios, all that shit. So many big games between those two players. And they were considered the best two. Even though there was a lot of elite quarterbacks, they were pretty heavily considered the best two. Allen rolling out, running for his life, throwing end zone in the corner, front corner. He called front corner. He got it. Khalil Shakir needed to have a big day for the Buffalo Bills, filling in for the injured Gabe Davis. And that is his second straight game with a reception touchdown. Only his fifth career touchdown. So this is a young man who has stepped up in prime time moments here for the Bills. Let's take a look at the replay. Possession, knee down. I don't see any way you overturn that right there. That's it. Yeah, you can't overturn that. They call that a touchdown. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger is the father of the Cleveland Browns. Well, not anymore. Now our father is Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco's our daddy now. Joe Flacco whipped us for. Joe Flacco is like the dad that leaves during your childhood and comes back when you're like 25. You're like, what the fuck, dude? It's too late. He's like, it's not too late. See, we can have some good times. And you have some good times, but something happens. You get in an argument at some point. Yeah, that's a good point, Derpy. That is a good observation. So there was only one foot, but the knee. If that knee goes down, forget it. You don't have to worry about the feet. Because you're down. It's considered the play's done. Once your knee hits the ground and you have possession, the play's over. There's nothing else. So you don't have to worry. If you fall out of bounds after that, who cares if you had your feet down or not? Yeah, Flacco went to get the milk. That's another guy the Browns had an opportunity to draft. I could sit here for probably 5 straight days. There's 5 straight days, and we could look at all the guys the Browns should have drafted. Like 8-hour shifts a day as a full-time job. But you could do that for any team. It's not like every superstar player gets picked first overall. Like everybody misses on people every year. Hell, even like if you pick a guy in the second round, shit. You missed him in the first. Even you missed him. If you pick a guy in the second round, he becomes a 10-year All-Pro, All-Star, Hall of Famer, which happens. Fuck. Even you messed up one time around on him. It's interesting. That's interesting. So, yeah, there you go. Buffalo Bills, we are seeing a pattern here, a back and forth pattern. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this pattern is basically what Bills had the ball first. They scored with a field goal. I think somewhere, though, the Chiefs took the lead. Yeah, somewhere the Chiefs kind of doubled up on them because the Bills struck first, and then they got that first touchdown. And then Kansas City had to kick a field goal, so it was 6-10. Well, so we can just fucking look. And then, 6-10 is where the little switch happened, where it kind of reversed. Buffalo failed on their next possession. That's when Kelsey got his first touchdown, 13-10. And then Allen got his rush. And now it's Chiefs to take the lead, and then Bills up by 4. Chiefs up by 3, then Bills up by 4. So what's probably going to happen at some point, we all know, is that the Bills will be down by 3 late in the game. They'll kick a field goal and they'll tie it up to go to overtime. It's going to happen. Yeah, the thing, I don't think for the Browns, I mean, drafting a running back at 3rd overall is sketchy, but Trent Richardson was a great prospect, and I didn't have a problem with that one. I didn't have an issue with Johnny Manziel, actually. I was actually a big Johnny Manziel fan. I was just young and naive, and I didn't know that. Like, I didn't understand partying like that this dude, like, was a party guy into cocaine. Now, once I got into partying and once I got into cocaine, I started to figure out that, yeah, if you're into that shit and trying to be an NFL player and then you get all this money, fuck the football, dude. Fuck that shit. No, I would rather play football than be a party guy. He's an idiot. But yeah, I didn't know. Had I known a little bit more about just how shitty, like, he did not give a fuck in terms of the X's and O's, and he was just that good. He was out there. I mean, not all of Johnny Football's plays in college were miracle random touchdowns. Like, a lot of them were his rushing talent. He just had amazing ball carrier vision, and he was pretty fast and explosive. But passing wise, he had good arm talent. He could throw the ball deep and he could throw the ball accurate. He can fit it in a hole. And he could read SEC defenses. He was reading defenses fine. That's why he got drafted in the 1st round. He wasn't a joke. I think the Manziel was a better pick than Tebow. Manziel had more actual attributes as a quarterback. Tebow is just like the intangibles. But here's the thing. Fuck the talent. It turns out when you have a guy like that, the intangibles are actually what's better. Because Tebow won a Derpy knows about Tebow winning a playoff game. All right, we'll turn this around. If you're gonna, I'll admit that Ben Roethlisberger was my daddy, but rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas had that walk-off touchdown against the Steelers in overtime. Just a little drag route. Demaryius took it to the house. Steelers probably should have won that game, though. They were the better team. Yeah, the Bills rushing, and that I mentioned earlier, that has been a theme. I mean, there was a big game for the Bills in which they wiped somebody's ass. They beat the hell out of somebody. And Allen only had 94 passing yards. So tonight as a team, 31 carries for 168. That seems pretty fucking good. Cook, Allen, and Ty Johnson, all with 7 or more carries. So we look 168 divided by 31. Oh, no. Go back. Oh, shit. Going deep is Patrick Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, thrown hard and aggressively to the ground, but a huge gain for the Chiefs. And I don't think for the rest of this game, anybody's offense is going to go away. So we're going to have to see. It's been big plays for the Chiefs, and for the Bills, check that out. 5.4 yards per attempt. They're doing great on the ground. They don't have any really big plays. Their longest reception is 15 yards. Allen doing a lot of checkdowns, not finding Diggs down the field. They do have one of their burners in Khalil Shakir, who's averaging 15 yards per catch. But they don't have Gabe Davis, who is their main deep threat, who's averaging 16 yards per catch. Shakir, though, playing fantastic in reserve for Davis. There is the end of the 3rd. And this is turning out to be another classic. And let's Chiefs. Let's get a little historical reference for this game in terms of at least the last. They've had 6 matchups, and it's split. It's split between the Bills and between Bills Chiefs with Mahomes versus Allen. The Bills lead the series. All right, so they did play this year recently. Yeah, in December 10th. And the Bills edged out the Chiefs 20-17. They played last season 10-16, so that was not playoffs. They played in the regular season. Buffalo won 24-20. So Buffalo has won the last two matchups. Now this one right here, 123-22, that's for the 2021 season, and that was the divisional crazy game in which the Chiefs won 42-36 in overtime. And then those last two games, Bills regular season victories, and then you go back to that playoff game, the Chiefs won. Before that, in that 2021 season, they did play each other in the regular season as well, and Buffalo won 38-20. So we see a theme here. Buffalo wins all these regular season games. Allen beats Mahomes in the regular season, but when things really matter, that's when Mahomes and the Chiefs step up. Then I think this was an AFC championship, 124, 2021 for the 2020 season. I do believe that was the AFC championship. And that one, the Chiefs won. So there you go. And then during that 2021 season, Kansas City did beat Buffalo. So they beat them twice that year, once in the regular, once in the playoffs. So most of these games, close scores, pretty much all of them close. I guess Buffalo did beat Kansas City by 18 points here. Kansas City won by 14 points here. And the other two were close. So, yeah, it's been close games between these two. So that Brady versus Manning, Mahomes versus Allen, you can put them in the same sentence. Go ahead. Yeah, so with this fourth quarter starting, perhaps maybe all of this ground and pound short passing will draw in Kansas City's defense, or Kansas City will be thinking, hey, we don't want to let it, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. Give them those 5 yards per carry. Give them checkdowns. When it comes down to it, like a 2-minute drive, they're going to be fucked. And there's Isaiah Pacheco slamming into the end zone, touchdown Chiefs. Well, Pacheco may be in line for a big check. Just kidding. Running backs don't get paid. Do you need anything? You're all good? I got a little intercom. I have a little thing where I can see her bedroom, and then I can talk to her too and hear. Oh, some sort of penalty here. But yeah, you saw a similar strategy with the Cleveland Browns in 2022 in the playoffs versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Due to a couple major defensive, special teams, bullshit, big play touchdowns, the Browns found themselves with a heavy lead early in that game against Pittsburgh. And as Browns fans, we were shitting our pantses. We've seen this before way too many times. And basically our defensive coordinator, I forget who it was at the time, he basically said, we're not going to let the Steelers get big plays on us. We're just not. It's not fucking happening. Let them drive down the field and get touchdowns. It's going to take them 10 to 15 plays to do it. It was a bend, but don't break. Do not let them get the deep, quick points. And it worked out. They ended up winning. It got a little hairy at certain points at the end there, but they've allowed Pittsburgh to get a lot of short stuff and drive down the field and get some touchdowns. But it took a lot of time. It burned a lot of time. So it ended up being smart. And that, I mean, it was like 3-man, 4-man rushes. They just never blitzed. Now, hypothetically, maybe they would have done some more blitzes, maybe they would have caused more turnovers and won by even more. I don't know. All right, either way. So yeah, 14-20, still plenty time for fireworks in this game. And it's pretty high scoring. What was the over-under? I imagine they didn't get too aggressive with it with the sports books, but I do imagine that's going to hit. Wow, they did not get 45. I should have hit that because I would have took that pretty easily. I will say in these big playoff games, the under is usually kind of hot. But Chiefs Bills specifically seems to hit the over. And 45, that they've already covered. 45.5 is basically what? 22, 23, about 23 points per team. So both teams are over that. They're obviously over. And we still have a whole nother quarter. So that got slammed. I get that it's the playoffs, man. I would have had I expected that to be in the 50s. I didn't look at it until now. And I expected that to be in the 50s. Hell, what do they have it right now? Should I have waited even longer to get the Bills? Yeah. I could have got them at 175. I should have seen this coming. Wow, that would have been a big difference in my winning. And also betting on the Bills is probably not a good idea against the Chiefs. It's probably not a good idea. I don't know. Man, it's sitting at 63 right now, so they really expect these teams to keep scoring. They're currently at 51 points. Vegas projecting another about 2 touchdowns in this game. 14 more points. Shit, dude. I'd say probably over 2 touchdowns per team. Did I do that math right? So this is what, 64? And they're at 51 right now. So yeah, that's like 13 points. That's 2 touchdowns. That's it. She's singing Old MacDonald. She kind of can probably hear me talking through the wall and she wants to talk too. Allen on the QB sweeps. And this time, once again, he wants some smoke. Takes on the defender. Smaller defensive back out there takes him down. That was a good tackle. If it wasn't a good tackle, I tell you what, Allen has the physical ability. Like, he got him low and he got him good. If he didn't, man, shit. Even a DB you would expect to blow up a quarterback, but not anymore. We got a lot of guys. Deshaun Watson can deliver hits. Lamar Jackson's fast enough to get out of trouble. Cam Newton was excellent. He was like a real running back, legitimate. Like they could have lined him up at running back. He would have been fine. Now he didn't have the he didn't have the full on explosiveness speed to be a running back, but for a quarterback, he had an extreme amount of explosiveness. Well, 3rd and 5 for the Bills, and this is where you have to start checking in on the numbers and remembering that Kansas City did have a fantastic defense this year. In these situations tonight, Allen been pretty good. Oh boy. That's only a 4-man rush, and they get the pressure knocked away at the line of scrimmage. Wow. I believe, was that Jones off the edge? What a huge play. Or no, Karlaftis, the young Karlaftis. Purdue guy, right? Big Ten. Man, a 4-man rush and Karlaftis comes through free. What happened? Oh. The guard and center double teamed the guy in the middle. And then the tackle bit down on the guy, another guy. And then there was Karlaftis, one more on the outside. They fucked that up really bad. Oh, shit. We got a fake, and it's horrible. Oh, my God. Gone, dude. He's done. Sean McDermott just fucking lost his job, bro. He just lost them the game. The Bills had the 4th-ranked defense this year. I mean, gave your defense a fucking chance. Don't just throw Kansas City good field position. Is he thinking, hey, Kansas City's going to score on us no matter what? I hate when coaches do that. Give your defense a chance. There's actually a pretty good chance the Bills would get a stop when you just think about probabilities. For a team to score on pretty much every offensive possession is like impossible. I think the Bills did that in the playoffs against the Patriots a few years ago too. They did score on every offensive possession. But yeah, they now have the ball at the 32-yard line. Toss to Pacheco, and his line does a great job. And there he goes down the sideline. Bumped out of bounds at the 2. Jesus, fellas. Just like that. I mean, I can kind of see where McDermott's coming from. You look at that, and you kind of say, I feel like Kansas City's going to score on us no matter what, even if we punt them back. So we might as well go for it and try to retain possession. But I do not feel good about my bet any longer. Yeah, we're getting into like might as well double down territory. Oh, shit, that's a fucking spoiler. Did anyone just see that shift? It's a spoiler, dude. Something's about to happen for the Bills. Oh, fumble out of bounds in the end zone. It's the old Browns. Rashard Higgins play. There it is. I knew something crazy happened. We were looking at the odds, and wait a second. Now it's back. So this is probably they're going to review this, and it's going to still be Chiefs ball. We got to stop looking at the odds right now. Let's look. Fumble out of bounds. That's Bills ball. What are they doing? Review that fucking play, dude. I mean, I'm saying that as a Bills homer. I'd like to see another look to confirm, but you got to challenge that, dude. Let's see. Oh, that's blurry. That's blurry. I can't tell if that ball was moving yet or not. Where's the knee? Where's the knee? Where's the knee? Get that fucking ball out. Get that ball. Get that ball. Get the ball. Get the ball. He touches it. Oh, yeah, that goose is getting a little loose before his ass is down. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's conclusive. Let's see this next angle here. This should be more conclusive. I'm saying that goose is kind of getting loose. That's going to be a hard one for the refs. That's too close to call. That's going to go call on the field. That's going to be Kansas City 2nd and goal. Yeah, that's going to be KC. Is my feet a little bit behind right now? Oh, we're good. Damn. I thought that was the old what happened to the Cleveland Browns against the Kansas City Chiefs. They're about to get haunted. That's karma, dude. It comes back to get you. I don't know. Someone would have to have a camera angle on the ground to see if his ass hit the ground before that ball was starting to get – it looked like it was starting to get jarred loose, though. But again, we don't have an angle on where that ass was, so it's a little bit subjective. So at that point, they just go with call on the field. I can't see any way you overturn that, to be honest. I need to advertise I need a better advertisement. I need to say honestly, I feel as if I'm one of the better sports streamers and you should stick around. Give me a little opportunity. Because I think, maybe not, not everybody wants to. When I'm watching a game, I like to bounce around and watch a couple different sports streamers, but add me to your rotation. You won't be disappointed. And we're going to have I'm going to start doing things that help me out a little bit. We're going to have some just normal videos, 10-minute videos, find some good clips from the live streams and make some other quick content too. We're going to work that out. But yeah, man, I'm calling a good chicken right here. Let's see it. Calling the field, down by contact. A huge moment. What's he saying? I can't hear him. I can only see him. Oh, he's going to call a fumble. He's going to call it a fumble. Yeah, Bills ball. Let's fucking go. They must have had a different angle because I didn't see enough evidence to overturn that. But I suppose if you look, the goose is starting to get loose and that ass doesn't appear to be on the ground. I guess when he hits the ground because his body kind of shakes in slow-mo. You can see when the body hits the ground. So there it is. It really is going to be karma. Oh, the song Karma, Taylor Swift. Conspiracies. I'm going crazy. A 3-point game. Travis Kelce, 33 years old. Taylor Swift, 33 years old. The song Karma. It just happened to the Chiefs. The fix is in. So if those of you that don't know what the fuck I'm going off on, back in 2020 when the Browns played the Chiefs in the divisional round, Browns wide receiver Rashard Higgins was diving for the end zone. Unfortunately, the ball got knocked out of bounds into the end zone. If you fumble into the end zone, it's a touchback for the other team going the other way. And that is what happened to the Chiefs just right now. And I remember when that happened for the Browns, it was this weird replay. They had to really dig into it. It was a big moment in the game. That was a big moment. Although Cook just got blown up on first down. Allen's going to have to throw downfield at some point. Allen back to pass. He's just going to hit his check down on the drag route. And Shakir goes down. Boy, if he's hurt. I mean, yes, Shakir was good. He had 15 yards a catch this year, but he's filled in nice. I like what he's doing, but at the end of the day, it's 6 catches for 34 yards. He's just not getting. I mean, these are check downs. The touchdown was excellent. That was a great catch, but he just doesn't offer quite the same He just doesn't have that upper echelon, or maybe it's experience. He is younger than Gabe Davis. But we are starting to see, for all the people, there's a lot of Gabe Davis naysayers. They say that Gabe Davis is like a wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 3, or just like your deep threat guy off the bench, playing in a really good offense and the beneficiary of a good system with good players around him, as well as a great quarterback. But I think for the Gabe Davis naysayers, I do think this is a good piece of evidence you might want to rethink. Because, the key stat here, and when this game's over, it might come down to this. We might be talking about this. Buffalo receiving longest catch, 15 yards. Kansas City, their long is 32, but if you look here, there's a 29, a 32, a 25. So, they have a lot more catches over 20 yards. The Bills don't have any. I think Kelce has a couple. I know his long is 29, but I think he had like a 25 or another 20. Huh. Damn, dude. Well, they just called a time. Or no, it's going to be 3rd and long, 3rd and 12. Now, if you're the Buffalo Bills, you can't do any bullshit. They cannot give them good field position again. It's still 11-15 left in the fourth. With a touchdown, though, the Chiefs go up by 2 possessions, and that's not great. But, oh, there goes Shakir to the locker room. That is a big loss for them, though. So now they've lost outside of Diggs. They don't really have anybody that has a good sample size of beating you deep. You never know, though. Kansas City potentially bringing blitz here. It's a 4-man rush, disguised coverage. Josh Allen gonna fucking go launch codes. He's got his man. Launch code 16. Sherifield with the catch, and they're saying incomplete. So there you go. We're trying to figure out who's going to come in here and make this play. Sherifield, I don't think he made that catch. Let's look at it again. He really was claiming that he made it. The ball hits the ground. The ball hits the ground. He didn't catch it. Damn. Oh, if he would have just maybe... Could he have stayed on his feet a little bit better? Oh, if Allen would just throw that a little hair higher. 4th and 12, dude. Go fake punt it again. They really wouldn't expect it this time. The best way to fake punt is not snapping it to the up man. Oh, not a very good punt. Kansas City can have good field position anyways. But you don't want to snap to the up man. That shit's not going to work. They're going to realize it's a fake right away. What you want is the punter. The punter to either pass or run. Because, dude, if you watch most punt plays, as the punter's getting into his punt thing, guys are retreating. And a lot of times, especially these days, they do punt return because you're not allowed to block the same way you used to block. So if you want to get any kind of yardage on punt return, you got to send guys back because you can't do all those weird kind of blocks. They banned a lot of shit, wedge and all that. Short pass to Rashee Rice, and he dodges a defender looking like fucking Spider-Man out there. Should have been a loss of yards. He's going to get about 6. Kansas City always sending guys in and out. Lots of players get opportunities in this offense. But no matter who they put in, they tend to run things pretty well. They were the 15th ranked offense in points per game this year, but I think we could find some things that would indicate they were a little better than that. Toss outside to Pacheco, and the Buffalo Bills defense rallies to create a 3rd down. 10 minutes left. We're under 10 minutes now. Here we go, boys. We got us one. We got us a spicy one. All right, some kind of timeout, stoppage of play. The fuck, Von Miller's still playing? I know, I seen him earlier, but he's... When's the last time I don't know, maybe I don't watch the Bills enough, but when the fuck is the last time you heard of Von Miller doing anything? Other than, like, being on the field or getting in trouble for domestic violence? All right, here is Mahomes. Sidearm throw is no good. No flag. 4th and 6. But they're in good field position, and they've been very hard to stop. I don't think Mahomes is going anywhere. He certainly doesn't want to. There is a flag now. Buffalo's going to have to really hope this is against Kansas City. This one's really going to have an impact. This flag's huge because it's 4th and 5. So something little. That's illegal. You can't do that. That bump. Are you allowed to do that on a crosser? I don't know. I remember in high school they said if a dude's running a cross route, blow him up. If you're a linebacker and you see a crosser, you're allowed to fucking lay him out. I don't know if that's the case in the NFL. Yeah, they're going to call pass interference on the defense. So instead of a 3rd down, I guess that you can't do that in the NFL. I don't know. Probably not. Or else you'd see people doing it more often. I will say this. If Rice continues to run that drag route, he's probably going to make that catch. So you go ahead, chip him. Maybe it doesn't get called. Probably would have had the first down either way. So I guess that's not the worst thing ever. Remember when you could challenge pass interference? You can't do that anymore. Andy Reid with a rare sign of emotion on the sideline. Just a simple hand clap. All right, they're going to go to a timeout. Let's see what the official rule is on that shit. NFL rule. Linebacker hands on crossing route. So hopefully that search was good enough for what we're looking for here. All right. This looks like a good website. In a cover 3 defense where the outside linebacker has the curl flat, can the outside linebacker make contact with the receiver on the flat before the ball is passed? I'm in 8th grade and the season has started. We're 2-0. Now in high school, I'm pretty sure you are allowed to do that. They're telling him what his rules are, not the NFL. I guess was it within 5 yards in the NFL? I don't know. Because yeah, you think about jamming a guy at the line of scrimmage. That's no different. The guy's trying to run past you and you fucking push him. That's the same shit as what just happened. And that looked like it was within 5 yards. I think that might have been a bad call. It might have been past 5. I don't know, though. This isn't looking good for the Bills. And my $40 looks like it's going down the fucking toilet. I should have saved it for now. Bet half of it on the Bills now. But a 3rd and 10 and a chance for this Bills defense to step up. They're getting after Mahomes. They're creating a little bit of room for him. Mahomes stopping, dodging defenders, and finally gets tackled. Oh, boy. As someone who is rooting for the Bills right now, I could tell you what was going on in my brain. Here we fucking go again. How many times have you seen Mahomes make a play in that scenario? That time something just not right. I will say Patrick Mahomes has not seemed exceedingly well today. I think the stats are checking out, though. 17 of 23 for 215 and 2 touchdowns, as well as 3 carries for 22 yards. So, I mean, stats are fine. Just hasn't looked like the usual Mahomes. A couple of those balls early in the game, throwing towards the end zone, were way off. And it looked like he was having to put a little extra oomph into it. Mahomes is a guy who has created a level of effortlessness at the quarterback position. It just makes things look easy. He makes it look like any of us could do it. Honestly, sometimes though, he kind of goes beyond that. He kind of goes way, like, he's like, okay, no, how the fuck? I remember in the Buccaneers Super Bowl with the Chiefs, how many incompletions did Mahomes have that were damn impressive? Like, he would literally be flying, falling out of bounds. There was one when he was like parallel to the ground and he threw a dime, but it got like the receiver just didn't make a good play on it. Like, dude was parallel. He had all these incomplete passes that, like, how the hell did he even get that off? Chiefs got pounded in that Super Bowl. And I bet on them. I suck at gambling. I'm so fucking bad. Anybody that saw me betting on the Bills should have just been like, nah, dude, what are you doing? All week, though, I think in our prediction show, I did kind of say, like, hey, this is Kansas City. I don't care if they're in Buffalo. It's the playoffs. Mahomes usually wins this playoff matchup. If you're getting Kansas City in the playoffs with plus money, I don't care what the situation is. You probably take it. Just, the odds and the fact that you're in plus money. The history of this team with Andy Reid and Mahomes. But I'm still a believer. They got the ball back. Let's go, Buffalo. They got the stop they needed, and they just got to click to it. Although this was really close to being a 10-point game, man. I mean, if that dude's ass, I think it was McCole Hardman that fumbled out of bounds into the end zone. If McCole Hardman had done more squats in the offseason and had a bigger butt, this game would be a 10-point game. But his ass was not on the grass. If the glove don't fit, you cannot acquit. All right, first play for this not anemic Bills offense, but very lacking in big plays tonight. Allen going play action and looking deep on first down. He's going to throw it out of the fucking stadium, and it's through the hands of Diggs. I'm sure he's been bitching for the ball all day, and he could not come up with that one. I feel as if waiting till 8:16 in the fourth quarter to do something like that, that was just a fucking drop, though. Bro, that's a fucking drop right through his hands. I get that it's hard. You're running full speed. There's a guy on you, but he had an inch of separation. Then that was a dime. It was when he just had to catch it. Like tried to catch it like this, dude. What are you doing? This is not how you catch the fucking ball. It's how you grab some titties, dude. Well, Allen again now taking his out route check down and tight end there, Kincaid, been relatively quiet. We'll have 7 yards in its 3rd and 3 now. Kincaid 3 catches for 31 yards. Allen only up to 151 passing yards, but he is 21 of 30. So he is delivering the ball. Allen empty set here on 3rd and 3 to potentially go for this if you don't get it. I say trust the D. Quick pass to the outside. Dawson Knox first down. Oh, shit, he's down. The goose got loose at the end, but he was down. Knox got pretty fucked up. He's hurt. I haven't checked my audio in a while. Is it still working okay? Everything proper? Yes, everything is proper. Proper number 12. Conor McGregor. All right, so there's another key part of this offense. I know Dawson Knox really didn't do much this year, only had like 130 yards receiving. But he had 500 yards in each of the last 2 years. And they definitely use him a lot in 2 tight end sets and rely on him as a blocker from time to time. If you have 2 tight ends out there and you run a pass play, a lot of times one of the tight ends will stay home to block. And that's been Dawson Knox's job this year with the emergence of rookie Dalton Kincaid. So now they're down 3 key players on offense. Can they figure out a way? There's just a short little pass to Kincaid, and he really just busts and fucks forward for about 9 yards. Great job there by the rookie. Looking like an established pro. Some good young tight ends out there, huh? Sam Laporta. TJ Hawkinson's already come into his own. Kincaid. I would say David Njoku of the Browns is kind of a veteran by now. I mean, he was drafted in like 2017. Second and 2, Allen going to keep it for himself, and he wants the smoke. A linebacker and a D tackle smush him and then drag him backwards, but forward progress is going to give him a first down. Yeah, let's look at all the young tight ends right now. Kincaid, Pat Freiermuth is Steelers. I guess it's not too crazy. Darren Waller, he's kind of established. Cole Kmet of the Bears, there's a good one. Fuck these ads, bro. Get out of here. I turn off my ad blocker so my shit would run smoother. Kyle Pitts. Well, the second time Diggs has been targeted on this drive, and second time it has failed. Incomplete. Trey McBride of the Cardinals. Watch out for him. Other than that, all the other stars are established. Now, again, this is just the starters at the end of the year. We probably missed a few guys that are hurt, like Hawkinson. And I'm going to close this tab because it's fucking with my internet. All right, 2nd and 10 here for Josh Allen. 5:47 left here in the fourth. Kind of a nitty-gritty drive so far to get a few first downs. Allen going to throw quickly, and it's broken up, nearly intercepted by McDuffie. A member of that draft class a few years ago with Karlaftis, where they really got 2 slam dunk defenders early in the draft and paying big-time dividends. I tell you what, Stephon Diggs watched that ball go by him. He could have made a play on that ball. He complains and bitches in these big games when he doesn't get targets, but he doesn't show up. He just isn't playing well. Now, if I was the Bills, I would have probably had 4 plays throughout this game that were just bombs to him. Allen just going to take it for himself on 3rd and 10. The goose gets loose. It's all over the place, and the Bills land on it. Thank the Lord. It is going to be about a 4th and 2 here. They're going to go for it. Are we thinking maybe 70-yard field goal, though? 4th and 3. Boy, that goose was very loose, and it could have easily, on multiple occasions, been recovered by the Chiefs. But the luck of the draw goes to the Bills, and they will retain the ball. Here's Allen on 4th down, right about at the 49-yard line. He'll motion Johnson to join him in the backfield. Motion Shakir back in the game from the injury. Now Allen stepping back, throwing, and it's a perfect play to Shakir. Shakir was motioned right to left. The ball was snapped after he passed Josh Allen. Shakir ran behind Allen like he was going to retreat the other way. As soon as the ball was snapped, he went to the left, and he was wide open. So just an excellent play call right there. Just a well-designed, just a great play call. Typically in that situation, with a motion like that, what Shakir just did, that guy is a decoy pretty much every time. We used to call that orbit, that type of motion where the guy would pass the quarterback and then turn and go behind the quarterback. I call it orbit because you're orbiting the quarterback. We used to say you got to stay in his gravity. And a lot of times with that orbit, the guy swings around and he just flies the other way. And then you have to worry about the flat on the other side that he just orbited around. But they faked the orbit, acted like he was going to swing that other way. As soon as the ball snapped, he's behind Allen, goes out, dumps to the flat. He's wide open, designed, easy. Allen now, a handoff up the middle, hopping around like a bunny rabbit is James Cook, and he has nowhere to go. That rabbit is going to be staying in its rabbit hole, at least for this play. So a 3rd and 4, and boy, this drive is nitty-gritty, but that has been the Bills' offense all game. So perhaps okay with this situation if you're Sean McDermott. But maybe the way it's been, I know they let loose to Diggs once on this drive. With it being 3rd and 4, do you maybe take a shot? That Chiefs defense is up. That safety is not even 10 yards back. Do the Chiefs finally bring a blitz? Yeah, they do. Allen throwing quickly finds his man in the pocket. That little hook out of the slot. You see a lot of teams doing that very well these days. And it's just zone coverage, and it's just a good play call. I mean, that zone was wide open. He went right to the spot that none of the defenders were at, turned around, threw him a zinger. That was Shakir with a great route, by the way. Diggs will line up in the backfield. He is motioned out to the right. Cook to the left of Allen. They will turn and hand to Cook. He will try to get forward, but again, hopping around like a bunny rabbit, not going to get him anywhere. And he goes down. 2nd and 9. This if they're going to have to get into 3rd and 4th down on every single movement of the chains, so fucking be it. That's pretty much what it's been for him today anyways. This is a rushing team right now. And with them being down a primary receiver, not too much of a surprise. Well, this should take us down to the 2-minute warning here. This drive taking a lot of time. And there you go. Dun, 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 dun. Banana, banana. Dun, 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 dun. All right, I gotta go pee while I'm gone. Listen to the Please Rise for the Oh yeah, you guys here. There was some political news today, kind of random. I got on my phone. Ron DeSantis dropped out of the race. Just said fuck it, and then now he's endorsing Trump. So you know what that fucking is. Dude's trying to get vice president for Trump for sure, which could make sense. I mean, for a while there, before DeSantis and Trump had beef, I think it started with Trump telling DeSantis to drop out of the fucking race because they were calling DeSantis Trump 2.0, all this shit. And then he goes up against Trump. And then what happens if you go up against Donald Trump? You're going to get called Ron DeSanctimonious, and there's going to be a bunch of drama. Ron DeSanctimonious doesn't know how to do a thing. Florida collapsing. Florida was much better when I was president. But that sounded more like Mr. Burns than from Simpsons and Donald Trump, but you get the point. So yeah, now he finally realized with Trump's pulling away in the polls without even showing up to the goddamn debate. So he's like, dude, my chance at getting in is vice president and licking his balls. So it kind of makes sense for DeSantis to be his VP. Anyways, let's get back to football. 2nd and 9 here. Allen slinging it to the end zone. Boy, Shakir kind of open there, not really. Kind of had to throw that low. There was that defender hanging. Let's look at this back angle. I think if he got that up, No, actually, if he got that up, that's a touchdown. Wow, Allen. With the guy in his face kind of understanding, but he's known for having a little bit more power than that in his arm. He short-dicked that one. You also don't want that ball up in the air, though, because there is that safety that was coming over from the right side. All right, a 3rd and 9, and this has not been a good situation for the Bills, so you can expect something short here to set up a 4th down. Allen back to pass. He has time. He's going to have to roll out now. He's going to throw across his body down to the end zone, incomplete. And I'll tell you what, the Buffalo Bills are just barely in field goal range. So I do not think you have to go for it here. It would look to be about 40. Well, from the 30, it would be 40 yards. So like a 46, 47-yard field goal. Come on, Bass. Fucking make it, dude. 44-yarder. I got $40 on this fucking game. Here's the snap. The kick is up. It's going to the right. He fucked it. Oh, Bass, you fucking asshole piece of shit. The game's over. That's it. There's not enough timeouts or anything. He fucked it, and the Bills season's over, you stupid shit. You didn't even have a chance. Why don't you kick the ball up your own ass next time, you fucking dickhead? The fuck are you doing? It's the playoffs, bro. You're going to put it. He didn't even give it a chance. He fucked it. He's a human. We all make mistakes. He fucked it, though. He fucked it. Should have known right away. Cut. I should have fucking known that. I should have just took the plus money before the game started with the Kansas City Chiefs. Would have been very easy. Would have made my night a lot easier. Yeah, fuck. They did it again. Oy. Well, at least I didn't bet my full $49. I made a $25 or like a $30 bet on the Lions. I forget what I did. 11 plus 25. I bet $36 on the Lions. Won, got up to 49, and then threw 40 of that on the fucking. That's why I wanted to feel the emotions. It's the second night in a row that I get a big chunk just chunked out of my ass. This is the same thing happened yesterday, I think. No, I didn't bet on the Ravens game. I did win the 49ers. I took the 49ers spread, but then I was able to find 49ers even money late in the game, money line. So I doubled up and then won that bet. Obviously, the 49ers won. 2nd and 2, and they get the first down. No timeouts. Fuck, dude. Nobody did jack shit. Hey, remember that I bet you Vegas just made some Skrilla. Remember we checked coming into this quarter and the over under was 63.5 at this score. And the score has not changed. And I made a pretty obvious point, like, 14 more points, 2 more touchdowns. The way these offenses are rolling, easy. I didn't touch it. I bet a lot of people did the way the game was going. And they probably got a lot of people suckered on that over 63.5. Man, another 27-24. So despite the Karma incident, Taylor Swift's song Karma, it did happen, and that did happen. Now the Chiefs are going to win, though, so I don't. We really can't use that. But remember, the Chiefs got that play that really helped them beat the Browns when the Browns fumbled out of bounds in the 2020 divisional. So they got Karma. Did that happen again? Taylor Swift, popular song Karma. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, both age 33. Kansas City wins by 3 points. Fuck. I'm pissed. Yeah, I did chunk out. I mean, the Lions bet was a big chunk anyways. So I was feeling chunky and putting big. I usually only bet $5 at a time. And when I do that, I can make my money last. But it's times like this is when you fucking lose. When you go big, I could have just done my normal unit and just took the L. But it's kind of no fun. I'd rather like bet occasionally big money than try every day, like just doing little $5 bets and doing multiple bets to try to like game the system and profit. It's actually way funner just taking $20 and just fucking throwing it on there. Well, I got that Detroit bet, but I bet the Detroit money line. It was minus 200. It was double. It was you half your bet. And everybody knew they were going to probably win the fucking game. So yeah, that Kansas City spread probably would have been the way to go, huh? No, Kansas City money line, yeah. Well, it happened again to the Bills. Another year of misery. I mean, it kind of was. I mean, they did end up 11-6, and they got that big victory against the Dolphins. They beat the Steelers, and they did win a playoff game. But I think they want more than that. I think as long as you have Josh Allen and Diggs and this good defense, you expect to make a run at the Super Bowl, and they did. They lost in the divisional. What'd you send me it? I don't have Discord anymore. I deleted my Discord. How'd you send me something if I'm not on there? Does it look like I'm still on there? Because my Discord's dead. I got tired of all the trolls. And I said, I'd never use Discord. If people want to message me, they can message me on Twitter. Did you send it to me on Twitter? Because then I can see it. Yeah, anyone who wants to communicate with me message-wise outside of the show, Twitter would be your way of doing that. Oh, the gram? Ooh, I don't use that account either. Fuck. I haven't logged into that Instagram. I don't think I know the... Let me see. Can I just switch? Let me try. Is it this? Here's the Twitter, though. I check this way more. I barely check the Gil Ambrose Instagram. I can't even get into it. I don't know the fucking password. Oh, you sent... Okay, there we go. What is this? The Curse of Mayon? I'm not a good... I don't know DC. Is this a DC reference? I don't know anything about DC. I only know Marvel. Oh, I see. It's something to do with the Steelers. Yeah, you can't do that. You don't want to do that. That's a curse. Yeah, I see now. If you wipe your ass with a terrible towel, that's not... You don't want to do that. Even if you hate the Steelers, even me as a Browns fan, I would never do that. Yeah, even me as a Browns fan, dude, I would never do that. I don't really... If the Steelers aren't playing the Browns, I don't dislike them at all. If they're playing the Browns, I hate them. Yeah, they can fuck off. But They're like, we're brothers. You guys are like, the Steelers are our big brothers. We're the little bro, dude. What's the Browns? How many years would it take us to get take the lead? All right, it's 80, 62, and 1 in favor of the Steelers. Over the last 20 years, well, really since 1999, the Steelers have been pretty much shitting on the Browns twice per season. So that's like 40 games. So the Browns probably when the Browns came back, they probably had the lead. So I think the old Browns had a better record. Yeah, here we go. Check this out. Cleveland Browns have a 7-32-1 record versus the Steelers from 04 to 24. So let's subtract that out. Here it is. Overall, Steelers lead the series 81-63. So we subtract. We subtract the 7 from the Browns. Yeah, the 7 victories we subtract. So that would be 56 times the Browns won. And then we take away that 32 from 81. And you get to like, it's 50 something, but I don't feel like doing the math. 81. So yeah, coming into 2004, it was Browns 56, Steelers 49. So it's really been the last 20 years that the Steelers have flipped it. Which is still super close. I mean, 49 and 56 is close. That's a damn rivalry right there. But luckily, the Browns are in a good position now where we can win at least one game per year. We're going to have to start sweeping them now to come back. I mean, we're down by 20, so it would take us 10 years of sweeps to tie it up pretty much. Damn. Well, that was a really good game. Unfortunately, the Bills' offense collapsed at the end of the game, but did they really ever have it going? I mean, they were getting down the field and getting touchdowns and field goals. They threw the ball 39 times for only 186 yards. That is not good. Meanwhile, the Chiefs, Mahomes getting 215, only attempting 23 passes. That was his stat line coming into the fourth. So they just ran it out. Yeah, Kels didn't do anything else. They didn't do anything else on the receiving end in the fourth quarter themselves. Both offenses kind of went stagnant. Kansas City got the touchdown in the fourth, but other than that, they didn't do anything. And yeah, you look at this, man. It stands out. Fourth quarter, Buffalo. That ground and pound, small yardage offense failed them. It was working kind of well. They weren't getting anything deep. Perhaps the absence of Gabe Davis having something to do with this. But you see that fucking goose egg, man, in the fourth quarter. That defines it. I would say the game had a little bit disappointing of an end. Yeah, it came down to the wire, 2 minutes left. The Bills missing that field goal. Man, if they could have made that field goal, then it would have really been the game. Mahomes would have probably driven down there, and the Bills would have had like 30 seconds to get a field goal. They couldn't have done it. I think even if the Bills tie that up, Mahomes runs he'd have like a minute 30. I think Mahomes gets him there anyways. So the big question for the Bills here is Stephon Diggs. He is going to be fucking pissed. We know he gets pissed in these situations. This one of the worst. 3 for 21. He did have 8 targets, but only maybe I missed a deep pass, but I only saw one bomb to him, and it was through the hands of Stephon Diggs. So for Stephon Diggs to sit here and say, I only had 3 catches for 21 yards, you dropped a 60-yard bomb, dude. You should have had 4 for 80. And at that point, that's a good game. Let me pull up the Twitter. Are they memeing the Bills? Are they getting memed? What is this? Yeah, it does kind of seem like even in the beginning of the year, you maybe were thinking Ravens versus San Fran as a potential matchup just because that has happened before. And sometimes things kind of come around and you have these matchups that pop up again. Let's see. The Bears have a 2-18 record versus the Packers between Jan 21, 2014 and 24. That's 10 years, 2-18. Wow. Yeah, I have heard some shit. Yeah, Rodgers always talks shit on how they own the Bears. But as far as the full history goes, they've played 208 times, only twice in the postseason. Bears winning 95 and Packers winning 107. So technically speaking, on a historical level, outside of the top 10 years, outside of the last 10 years, Chicago Bears have actually maybe been a little bit better. Yeah, that makes it look even. I guess if you go back 20 years, it's been pretty bad too. So yeah, even Favre, both of those quarterbacks, it didn't really make much of a difference. I guess they were a little better against Favre. Wait, was there a second one you sent on Twitter? Is there like some kind of pattern with this? Oh yeah, I heard some Tom Grossi was talking about the conspiracy theory. You look at the colors of the logo, you see how there's purple and San Fran, and then last year you had the green and the red. And I could probably come up with something here. Raven 49er, 49ers, that would be the 49th parallel, known for abundance of gold. They're named after gold diggers. Not chicks that try to go after rich dudes. Real people digging for gold. I will say that this was Bengals versus Rams was very much in the cards considering how well the Bengals were playing. Eagles these all feel like the best. I mean, I think maybe the Bills or the Chiefs were a little bit better than the Bengals, but they were the one that made it. Sometimes that happens. It's not too crazy that they slipped in there. And LA was stacked as hell. You were a super team. And in Kansas City, it's never a surprise if they make a Super Bowl. Eagles had, I mean, it was close between them and the 49ers, but I think the Eagles were a little better last year. Obviously, they won in the NFC Championship. And this year, even before the season, like San Fran versus Ravens, it's happened before, like I said. But to see this, it's pretty alarming. This is a pretty direct correlation to conspiracy. Sports are rigged. Now the question is, the last 3 have been like this. What about going back even farther? Can we go back farther than 3 years? I want a little more. I want a little bit more of a sample size if I'm going to jump into this one. We can close out some of these tabs here. Fuck, now I'm going to have to bet on the Australian Open to try to make my fucking money back. A 9-person tennis parlay. SportsIllustrated.com doesn't seem to want to load, so we will have to go to a different website. Good job, fucking dimwits. Nice website. Fucking dick farts. Yeah, it is a weird year with Swift and Kelsey and Pfizer stuff and all that. They're both 33 years old. I still think there was something with this game, like the karma. It would have really fit if the Bills would have won. They got a lucky fumble out of bounds that helped the Chiefs win in 2020, and then it happens to them to help the Bills win, and they lose. Karma, Taylor Swift. It's her popular song. I don't know if it's scripted. They don't need to script it, and the players don't need to know what's happening. They can just use 5G and frequencies to fucking brainwash them. It doesn't matter. So did they just start changing the logos? Was the logo typically something else? And then they started messing, like, did they have a standard logo? No, because it's always a different number. They always had a different logo with different colors. So this is saying, nah, this isn't loading. I guess nothing's fucking loading on this bullshit computer right now. Is there like a tab? Let's get rid of some shit here. All right. Let's close out everything I can to try to get this to work. I just want a website to load. I'm not really asking for too much here, world. Not really asking. You don't want to see Gil Ambrose go crazy again? I don't ask for much for the world. Just let my internet load. It's not my internet's fault. It's the computer. I can hear it running loud. It's trippy. You can look at my browser history. I cleared it. So this is the same exact article we just saw on the other website. All right, let's do this. Let's just do it ourselves. Fuck these stupid articles and these dim-wit people that make my internet load slow. I'm short-circuiting. Super Bowl logo of the Super Bowl logos of the past. Let's just look at all the fucking logos and look at the goddamn colors, see who made it. The problem with this is they're going to be like Super Bowl XX5 had this logo, and like, I don't know what the fuck that means. All right, here they all are. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we got to work backwards here. This was 2023. Oh, it does give me the year. Thank fuck. But remember the year that they're giving us the season. Yes, this is the logo for the 2023 season. Sometimes it gets confusing because it's now 2024 and the 2023 Super Bowl is going to happen. I guess that's why they made a fancy name for it that always confuses people. Just say Super Bowl 2023. Get rid of this Roman numeral shit. Okay. So this would have been the 2020 season. Who made it? Buccaneers versus Chiefs. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. The year before. I need some help. Who was it the year? Was it Ravens versus no. Okay. It's probably freaking New England. I think that would have been what? New England versus the Rams? Yeah, last year Chiefs Eagles. Yeah, Kansas City Chiefs versus the 49ers. Oh, they're being confusing with these. So what, we want to go back to 19 for this one. We already checked this one. We want to go to this one. Oh, these numbers, my brain is running out of brain juice, and this is confusing the shit out of me. I was right. It was Patriots versus Rams. Do you see anything there? Patriots versus Rams. Maybe the old Rams had that color. Before that, Eagles versus Patriots. Don't really see anything there. Now here's the thing though. Look at these logos. Oh, maybe we should go back to some of these. Maybe, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to go back to these ones because it looks like for some years here, starting in 2010, they just used silver for most of the logo, and then there was a little bit of a tint on some of these that did not correlate. But perhaps if we go back here to 2009 Super Bowl would have happened in 2010. We had Saints versus Colts. That looks like Denver versus somebody. No. Okay. This season, the 2008 season, was Steelers versus Cardinals. No. Giants versus Patriots. This one a little. No. Bears versus Colts. There's an orange for the Bears and a blue for the Colts. So that's one. And that was for the 2006 season. 2005, you have Steelers versus Seahawks. Not seeing anything. So yeah, it's now if they want to fuck around and they are going to start doing this. Perhaps this is a new thing that they're doing. Because that's clearly the Ravens purple with a little bit of red for 49ers. I don't know if that really. Maybe like the champion. Last year's was pretty tight, but still, it's not. The last 3 years, though, have been pretty close. Have been close enough to start maybe drawing some lines on a, you have like an bulletin board with a bunch of strings connecting each other, some crazy conspiracy theory shit. But in the past 20 years, it's only happened one other time that you could maybe say. And that was 2006, Colts versus Bears. Other than that, none of these line up. But they might have fucked around, started doing it, yeah. Or maybe they do it for 3 years in a row just to fuck with people and then go back. I don't know. I like this one. What year was that? This one's tight. This was for 1998. What would the OG ones look like? Oh, look at this one. First World Championship game. Super Bowl II. Yeah, they really went all out for that one. When did they start going? Oh, it started getting pretty funky. I like some of these. This one, that's a classic. And then they started amping it up. And then they started getting involved with the silver shit. Doesn't this look so, compared to the old logos, it looks so dystopian. I'm glad that they're at least adding a little something to it, to be honest with you. Ever since 2010, shit started getting weird. And that is a time, 2010 is when shit really started getting fucking weird. A lot of things changed around that time period that have a lot of things started that have only gotten a lot worse. Whether it's politics or I'm not talking about just right versus left or left wing shit, transgenders, like and a lot of things. The way we communicate, the way the average person treats another person. Should I show my history? It's like playing Russian roulette. I don't know, man. Let's see. Let me check. Oh no, that's a lot of bestiality. I can't show that. No. Yeah, that's what. No. Dog and cat. I know. No. Sean Strickland. I was watching the Sean Strickland fight. Tried to see if he had any bestiality porn out there. No, he didn't. Chat Holmgren and Wemby porn. Chat Holmgren and Wembanyama make a gay porn. It's called the. What would it be called if Chet and Wemby made a porno? It'd be probably just gay unicorns, right? Because they're considered unicorns. That's the type of player. When you have a big man who's mobile and can shoot threes, he's called a unicorn. Is there any basketball? I kind of have a little bit left in the tank here. I should probably work on some shit to get the channel going. I have noticed the more I stream, the better it gives me in the algorithms. Lakers playing the Trailblazers. I kind of want to see my dude LeBron. And that's like the only sports game left. So people, after a long weekend of sports, are still jonesing, trying to get that last bet. Yeah, fuck it. I'm going to go set up a stream for the Lakers, dude. Let's watch some Lakers. Fuck it, dude. How do I even watch this game? I'll use the free links. Yeah. All right. We'll see you in like 10 minutes for this Lakers game. Sweet. There's still more sports. Let's do it. But yeah, disappointing there. I need to go bet on the Lakers. Probably just bet the fucking spread, dude. It's 11 points. And I'm going to get that set up real quick, and I'll be right back on. But yeah, tough game for the Bills, but a good game, a close game. One that they easily could have won, but hey, even if they make that field goal, Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, with that, like an evil witches with their cauldron, I think they would have drove down the field and scored a touchdown straight up to end it. But anyways, yeah, thank you all for tuning in. As always, keep it fucking real, and we will catch you next time. Peace.